sit across the table from you once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
across the table from you.
One moment. Make sure that.
Remember the bear.
Remember the Galamo.
Making my way downtown,
Oh,
walking
no.
fast, faces past the tone bound. And that's
I'm
about
a
as much as we
seagull,
can,
go fuck yourself.
and that's about as much as we can do without violating copyright.
Oh,
As much as we can get away with.
And if y'all can even hear me, that's why you don't give these two caffeine.
Mhm.
You always give me caffeine.
Ladies and
Otherwise,
gentlemen, welcome
ADHD
back to the
brain
Dinner
does
and a
not work.
Game.
I'm always caffeinated. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I
I,
know.
mean, I don't have much room to talk, so.
No Lissa noises? We can hear you, Lissa.
What?
Oh.
There.
Check one.
You can hear Coco die now.
Check one,
Monster
two.
up the nose.
Yeah, I hear
Fuck.
Liz. I hear Liz on stream now.
Yeah, I hear it.
I-
Oh, is she on stream? I
1,
can't
2, 3.
Yeah, I heard you, Liz. That
tell.
Okay.
was weird. I don't know why, but I hear you now. So, 'cause I heard your rant.
Okay,
Watch me
okay,
die
okay.
here and watch me die in game, guys. Oh,
It's fine. Coco's fine.
Coco's
Actually, unlikely.
fine.
unlikely that I'll die in game.
Unlikely.
I'm willing to jinx that.
I'm willing to jinx that.
Oh,
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to welcome back to the Dinner and a Game. Tonight we are going to be playing our actual play of The Walking Dead. It is an amazing, amazing RPG put out. It's put out by the same people who did Tales from the Loop, which is oh my god, I can't forget the company's name.
Free League.
Free
Publishing.
League.
Free League Press.
Publishing.
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 And they are a, I think they're Dutch. Yeah, I think they're from Denmark. But they are a European company. They put out some amazing games. They have some amazing product licenses. Like they put out the Aliens.
Blade
RPG.
Runner, Aliens.
Aliens.
They have a Lord of the Rings game too. They have a Middle Earth game
Mhm.
also licensed. They put out some great shit.
Yep. And this is
Sweden.
using-
They're from Sweden.
Sweden. Gotcha. Cool. But they are basically they use a D6 system that is called the Year 00 engine. And the system is modified for the different game types there are. Like this one is the modification that they use in the Aliens game, where stress dice become part of your dice pool, and they can help because you get more dice in your dice pool, but they can fuck you because they're the only dice that ones count on. And so it really does add to the tension levels in the game when you start piling up stress. Ask. Go ahead and just ask Kel. But it's
We ain't gonna talk about it.
we could talk about it. It's an amazing grace. What? Ray gets in trouble if something happens to Coco? No, I don't.
no.
No, I don't. I never get into any trouble for anything. But that being said, just remember, this is an adult-themed game. No matter what happens in
the situation. We want to make sure that everyone understands that this is a game themed after The Walking Dead, and that series is the comic books, the TV series, everything. There are severe subjects that are tackled in that series, and we do have some hard boundaries. We did session 0. There are some hard boundaries we won't cross. You will never see violence to a child. You will never see SA or anything pertaining to it. But pretty much, there's a lot that's on the table with this particular group.
Oh, and
So-
no direct scenes of torture.
Yes.
That is
Yes.
one
Yeah.
that was stressed to me.
Yeah, no direct scenes of torture and everything like that. Most torture is fade to black. So we won't be having any of that either. But there is body horror. There is, death and dismemberment. There is fairly gratuitous descriptions of the dead because they're not in good shape, folks.
It's a very humid area. They're not doing good,
Yeah. So
but they're still just booking around.
yeah, they're good at just like meandering around on those rotting legs. But all that being said, we're going to be going ahead and delving into that tonight. We hope that you guys are in the mood for a little bit of body horror and a little bit of terror. We hope that you guys want to experience that. If you don't, do not worry about it. We completely understand. Feel free to check out. We will be back next week with our regular scheduled games that do not have horror as a theme, like Emerald Sanctums on Tuesdays and Kingdoms of Mist on Wednesdays. And next Friday is our Cyberpunk Red game. And so if you guys are doing any of the like any of those concepts, you can jump into those games instead of this one. We do thank you for dropping in, but we don't want to make you. We want to make your day better, not worse. All right.
And
So, go ahead.
2 things about dinner and a game.
Mhm.
We always save you a seat at the table, and every stream will include cats.
Yep, someone will
Yes.
have a cat crawl on them eventually.
Every stream without fail.
There's one under my
Except
desk
for
right
me.
now. I'm surprised she's not in my lap right this second.
There's one behind me on the floor. Hi, Baxter.
Except for me.
I fussed at her earlier. That's why she's over here. She was eating out of my bowl of chicken.
She bit
So-
in your bowl of chicken.
I walked into
My-
the room
my-
and she was eating my
My-
chicken, so
my
I yelled at
chunky
her.
boy is right here. Come here, chunky boy. Oh, you're on run off now. He doesn't want to be picked up. He hates being picked up. He's my 20-pound cat.
Fuck.
Come here, boy. Baxter, come here. I got you. Oh, I had to fight a minute. Look at the
Holy
size of this
shit,
cat.
Ray. Look at those eyes.
He's
God
mad.
damn.
He's so mad at me.
He is
legit. Like,
pissed.
Yeah. Oh, chunky.
well, there's that, and also he's the white balance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the white balance is way gone. But he's so... Yeah, you're mad at me now. Oh, God, he's going to fuck me up later. He holds grudges. All cats do. So,
In about 20 minutes, we're just going to hear Ray screaming and him roll out of the chair as that cat just tackles him.
No, he won't tackle me high. He'll go from my back of my calf or something like that.
Oh, fun.
Oh yeah, he's smart. My wife's trying to get him into the bedroom now. He'll never go in there. He's got to get revenge. So you guys, what we're gonna be doing all that, but we want to remind you of something else. Dinner and a Game we do this because we love it. We do this because it's our hobby. And these people,
We
all
do.
these, all these all these incredible creators all these players are also creators themselves. So if you want to go find these people's creations, you can find Coco's creations at the link that's in the chat right now. You can find Lissa's creations there, and you can find Kel's creations there, because all of them are their own creators. They do things on different social medias. Coco does a lot of his stuff on TikTok, and you're going back on Instagram a little bit now, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah. I haven't posted him a whole lot. I'm doing some behind-the-scenes work. Gonna have some blacksmithing content eventually, and some cosplay stuff as I continue to work on that.
Mm-hmm. And then Kel is on TikTok, and he has his own games on Twitch. So there's that, and then Lissa is on Twitch, and I know you're on Facebook, but are you that is this your personal, or do you actually have the content on Facebook as well?
Yes.
Okay, so this is on Twitch, Twitter, Twitch, and
I'm on all the places with all the buttons.
Yeah.
I have Threads. I have Twitter. I have TikTok. I have Instagram. I have Twitch.
I have a lot of those, and the biggest thing I see is that the Threads is I'm getting a growing following on Threads.
I've been gaining people too. I don't know why.
Yeah.
I don't post. I just get people and I look and they're actual fucking
Well,
people.
because like people will join from Instagram.
and it'll
And-
yeah.
Like if you've got it set to where like you
Oh.
auto follow people you follow on Instagram, they'll a lot of the time they'll follow you back because their settings are the same.
Gotcha.
I have gotten back on Twitter. I do not have any following right now aside from like 4 people.
Mhm.
If you want, I do a lot of reposting there. If you just want to see some general geeky reposting and stuff, but do follow me on there. If I get up to like 50 followers on Twitter, maybe I'll do something with it. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I've never really pushed my Twitter growth.
Yeah, it's not what I've really focused on. It's mainly for keeping up with my like convention friends because they're all on there.
Yep.
Uh,
Speaking of conventions, Dinner and a Game is still going to Indianapolis, but we are no longer really associated with Gen Con. We are going to go into the dealer section because the dealers shouldn't be made to suffer, and we love seeing the new products and maybe see some game demos. But we are not going to be attending any of the events that were there. In fact, we canceled our events, and there is around 100 creators who have canceled all their events. So it's going to be really interesting to see, walking around and seeing all these empty rooms at Gen Con. Because it was after the refund date, so so a lot of these people, they're going to have to go back and refund these people, even though they're not supposed to, because it's after the refund date for tickets. But all these people canceled their shows, and so since we don't actually have contracts with Gen Con to run our games, that was it. Anyone, the larger companies do have contracts, like the people who run the LARPs and stuff like that, they have contracts. And so that's different. But most of us quit. Some of us didn't just because, it's expensive to go to Gen Con, and not everyone has the ability to just kind of throw stuff out there and throw stuff around. So, money around, that is. So they're going to still do their events because it's a big part of their year. So if you're still going, by all means, you want to attend events, do go for it. Do not worry about it. None of us will judge you for it. But if you are boycotting, Dinner and a Game and a bunch of other creators are going to be doing some events outside the con.
Yep.
If you're not in our Discord, join it, because we will be updating on Discord as to where we're going and what we're doing. We do have a Gen Con channel in there for discussing it. So we will be updating there. We are talking. There's a Discord that the creators have that we're all talking about what we're doing there on that Discord. So we're we're organizing things a lot. And for those of you who were going to go to the Crit Awards but still have your nice new clothes and just aren't going to the Crit Awards anymore because they're not happening, someone is trying to literally set up a ball to happen at outside of Gen Con. So we all get to still dress up in our pretty clothes.
That's pretty awesome.
Yep. So, but other than that, we're going to go ahead and start jumping into The Walking Dead. We're going to start out by letting everyone tell you who they're playing tonight, and this cast of people who probably should have known better but are going to do this anyway. We will start with Kel. Kel, who are you playing tonight?
So I am playing Alex, who is currently strapped to a ton of grenades. He's trying to figure out what the hell he's about to do there.
Yeah, with several dead man switches, so it's kind of scary.
Only
I thought it was just the one.
You only know about the one. You could probably assume there are more. Looks like you're gonna have
That's a good point.
some rolls to make.
Nice
Some
knowing y'all.
critical rolls at that.
Nice knowing y'all.
And then we have a Geek Girl Alyssa. Who are you playing tonight?
Hi, I'm playing Andy, and I am the outcast because I am odd as fuck.
And they're very angry.
I am small and full of stabby energy, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much. And finally, we have Coco. Coco, who are you playing?
I am playing myself currently under the alias of Joshua Clayton for reasons that have not been revealed yet. And I'm playing myself because I got into this game knowing exactly what would happen, and I just sometimes trauma is a good form of catharsis. And I will say, if you're ever considering playing a game as yourself, this is a good system to do it in, because actual feeling stressed out is pretty easy to do in this. And there's something nice about being stressed out, considering your actual self in a sense of almost real world danger, and then there being no comeuppance to it. It's really cathartic. I can't explain it much better than I feel like I'm in danger, but I know that I'm safe, and it's nice. As opposed to in real life where I feel like I'm in danger, I'm not safe, and it's not all right.
Yeah, that makes it a little bit more scary.
Yeah.
Or a lot of it more scary. So what we're going to do is we're going to jump back into the game. We are going to recap real quick where we left off, because we left off in a fairly stressful situation. This group had joined a community that was inside a walled, high-end real estate adventure inside New Orleans in Metairie. So this was basically a walled subdivision. It had about 50 McMansions built in it on a horseshoe drive, and so they are with the other people who either were there from the beginning or found this place as the world fell apart. We are actually about 6 months into the actual collapse. We're not we're not way years down the road like The Walking Dead is. So we're 6 months into the collapse. We're in the city of New Orleans. There are two huge factions in the city of New Orleans: the Reclaimed, who are pretty much crazy, and then the Tower, which is the largest group of people in New Orleans. And the Tower is literally called that because they are staying in what was an abandoned apartment building complex that was never completed. And they're basically there's a bunch of people holed up in that during the collapse, and they've been shoring it up and cleaning it up ever since. And it's pretty much ruled by one person, and the Reclaimed are people that have been thrown out of the Tower for breaking the rules there. Which, in the case of the one person, the rules could be as simple as they don't like you today. So, one moment. Sorry, I started dinner before I came in here and it didn't finish in time, so I'm having my son fix it. The timer just went off. So where we left off, they were actually they had been attacked by another community, the Reclaimed, and they managed to broker out a peace. But in
those peace talks, 2 people of the community were killed. Things had to be done. So, plans have been made.
So there's been a lot of stuff discovered about what was going on before they got here, and so now at this point, they are sitting here. One of their number have been captured, stolen because he was injured and could not run away, and so he was stolen out of a house.
That guy.
Yes, that would be Alex. And he has actually been abandoned in a house, laying on a couch, and that couch is sitting on top of a fuck ton of grenades, and some of the grenades have been set up with a dead man pressure switch that's under Alex. So literally Alex's weight on the couch is what's keeping the grenades from going off.
I will say he was not informed of that. He was told about the rope around his legs. But I assume he can probably feel that underneath him, more than likely.
No. Remember, these are high-end, expensive couches.
So they're
I might find out
pretty
if I wiggle a bit.
So, but yeah, so Alex was tied up and left there. They told him that he could work. The rope was around his feet, could be worked off because it was not tied that well, so he could get out. At that point, after some other discussions were had between in their own community, Coco was it Coco and Andy that found him? Came up and found. No, sorry.
We haven't found him yet.
Oh, you haven't? I'm sorry.
We were just leaving the meeting.
I thought,
Or we were-
I
they-
thought you had already been checking out the couch.
No, we hadn't even gotten anywhere near that.
Okay.
Our session ended with Mina leaving the house,
Mm-hmm.
and
Leaving
And
Alex
us.
there.
and us players finding out that had happened during the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
That is as much as we know as players, not as characters.
Sorry, I had to refresh things. So you guys, you and Andy are outside the meeting, the house you had the meeting.
Not yet. No,
Not
we
yet?
were. The meeting hadn't wrapped up yet.
Oh yeah.
we
'cause-
were. I was actually going to ask. I was going to start by saying, I know that we had kind of talked about it, and it seemed like Erin was on board for poisoning the snack cakes, right? Like she had kind of started doing that, I believe, during the discussion. It was never stated, but the vibe was that was the direction.
Yep.
I was curious how long that might take her.
Not very. Number one, they don't have a shit ton of different snack cakes and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
I put 15 in there.
Yeah.
And they're all basically double pack Twinkies.
Yep. Pretty much.
And then a couple of ho-hos. That's what I threw in there.
Yep.
So yeah, shouldn't take her more than a few minutes, which I
Yeah.
figured she started doing while we were tying up the conversation. So about now, we all said we gave Juan and Gus walkie-talkies.
Mm-hmm.
We said at because it's currently 10:30, right at 10:30. At 11, switch to channel 25, and that is where we will say we're going at this point. At 11, switch to channel 25. Wait for our message because we're going to drop the snack cakes at the semi as was agreed upon, and then we are going to go on patrol. Is kind of what we're giving the vibe for. Andy and I are going to go on patrol and try to take out the two patrolmen as quickly as we can.
Gotcha.
That was the setup.
Got it.
Oh, and after we all kind of leave from here, they're to go about their normal duties, but start packing up some vehicles with what they can and let people who need to know what's going on know. People they trust are to find out what's going on. Otherwise, everyone else needs to be kept in the dark. So anyone who might give things away or not be able to act nonchalant, don't give away the game before anything pops off.
Got it.
Okay.
All right. So everyone who left early has already started on that process. The people who were in the meeting with you stayed later. Of course, are going out and actually starting doing the things that were discussed.
Yeah.
And what's
Frank,
his name?
Gotta say,
Go ahead.
All right. Gus is hanging out here for a minute. Frank is going to. Where I sent him to go? Oh, to go to his house and then sneak over to our house and meet me there because I need to give him a couple of things. We'll meet him there after we take care of the two. And then Juan, Aaron, Phil, and we didn't get his wife's name, but Juan, Aaron, and Phil, along with the kids, are going back home. Whoever is going to pack shit up, and then at 11 o'clock, Phil is going to get his truck off of the highway.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Phil's wife was named. I don't think you got it, but you probably would have got it in the whole leaving and everything.
Yeah.
But her name is Anita.
Anita. Okay.
Phil and Anita. So you guys, everything's been set up, and Phil's gonna go get his truck. By the way, for those who don't know, Phil has basically a monster truck.
He has a very large
Yes.
F-250.
Yeah. It's jacked up. It's everything like that. It's basically set up for bog running in Louisiana. So it's jacked way up. It's got huge giant mudder tires, and it's got a, one of those suspension systems that's so modified, it looks like it's like neon paint underneath his vehicle. So he's
Beautiful.
and he's gonna go get that at 11. Everything has been set up. Everyone starts going into positions. Are you and Andy are going on patrol now, right?
Going on patrol, taking a second to talk to Andy. So, hey, kid, I thought maybe we should hit them both at once. I think our best bet to make this more effective is if we go on patrol like together and hit them one at a time in tandem. If we can both go after one person, we can probably be more effective that way. Guarantee we take them down.
Seems like a
That's-
solid plan.
Okay. So, knives only. Let's hop back upstairs real quick. Everyone else is gone. Let's hop back up to the attic, take a look, and see where they are on patrol right now, and try to time this as best we can. So, just gonna hop back up there and take a quick scout for Bill and the other guy who I've probably met but didn't get his name. Just want to take a good hard look at everything and kind of get a lay of the land real quick.
So where you at to do this at from?
I'm going up to the attic.
Got
I'm
it.
going up to the attic room through that little portcullis that's there.
You start looking around. You see that when you checked earlier, or when Andy checked earlier, Bill was like way up the end of the street because he was doing patrol.
because they're doing patrols like around like.
Well, one of them walks on
whole
one
area,
side of
yeah.
the horseshoe, and the other one walks
Yeah.
on the other side.
Yeah.
And they basically go up the street to get together and walk back down the street together. So that means that one walks on this side, one walks on the other side.
They're
all
kind
walk-
of like
and so they
semicircling.
Yeah, and they time it to where they meet back up at the top of the block so they can check in with each other visually too.
Okay.
So they're as
So we can time out a time when they should not be visible to each other, right?
like
And we could.
you see Bill's down, like he's walking towards the semi, which
Mhm.
normally turns and goes back before then.
Mhm.
He's kind of like walking, and he's just like he's half-assed looking around, and
Yeah.
you can see this like the slack-jawed look of just like I'm so fucking
Just
bored.
bored.
Yep.
Okay.
And but you see the house that Mina had staked out, the one that's all
Mhm.
boarded up.
Yeah.
You see the front doors is sitting there open.
That makes me immediately worried.
You see Bill
I've-
walking up the street. He doesn't even react to the front door being open. He just keeps on walking by it.
That worries me a lot. I want to take a harder look. I have that little pair of binoculars.
Mhm.
I want to do. My first thought is I need to look at their portcullis across where I saw the sniper earlier sitting up there with the scope.
Mhm.
I'm gonna roll a scout. We're gonna start with. By the way, for our regular viewers, I am using different dice this time. I'm trying to see if I can give Ray a break. No, I did roll them before stream, and I rolled 6 dice and got 4 sixes. So we're just gonna see how this goes.
Yeah, we're gonna see how this goes.
1, 2, 3,
3.
4. My stress dice was also a 6. So I've got my little binoculars out, and I'm taking a look up there,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm guessing.
The slats have been left open, like,
Mhm.
but there's no one sitting in there. You also notice that the attic light has been left on, and it wasn't on when you were looking earlier. So
Mhm.
you can kind of see a little bit into the attic, and there is no one visible in the attic and no signs of movement.
And as I do that, I'm gonna run this for a second here. I'm gonna try to scan. Those windows are all boarded up. What about the second story windows? Any
were
movement
not.
up on the second story?
Oh,
Well, they weren't boarded, but is there any movement?
There is no movement.
I'm gonna start scanning.
And the blinds
Just-
weren't drawn or anything like that.
Yeah.
You could actually see into some of the rooms.
Mhm.
And so looking in the rooms, you can see that there's no movement inside the rooms that you can see into. You can't see the hallway because the bedroom
Yeah.
doors are closed on the rooms.
Yeah.
But there's no movement in the rooms. The front windows look out are into there's an office in the front on the left hand side by the door, and
Yeah.
there's no movement inside the office. Sorry. Yeah, that's on the.
I get that read. I'm scanning over to our house, which is like this direction
Mhm.
from where we are. I want to look at our house and see, is there any movement going on in there at all?
Nope.
Nothing at our house.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scan. Because my first thought is, okay, they've done something. They're going over there. I'm worried about them trying to get the drop on us in our own house.
Mhm.
I want to scan across every adjoining building that is near, like every nearby house that I can currently see. I want to get I rolled 4 successes. I'm trying to see if I see a shade moving, because most of these houses we know that we've kept like to let them breathe because it's so hot.
Yep.
We've left windows open at most of these. If rain came, we'd go close them, but the windows are usually open. The blinds are open. We're keeping everything visible, that kind of thing. Are there any changes to any houses I can see at all?
You do see one thing.
Mm-hmm.
In Mariana's house,
Mm-hmm.
you see that there is movement in there's movement in the front room. The blinds, the shades, the windows are open in her house too, and the blinds, curtains are kind of moving. But you see a figure that's kind of crouching and moving around through the room, and it seems to be getting It seems it's retrieving something from the desk that's in that room.
Okay, with my binoculars and that scout, does it look like it's Mariana, or does it look like someone skulking that shouldn't fucking be there?
It's Mariana.
It's Mariana?
Mm-hmm.
You know what?
And you see that she's pulled a pistol out of the drawer. Well, it's actually, it pretty much looks like a standard issue Glock 9.
I am relaying this to Andy. Okay, we gotta go stop her right now before she does something fucking stupid and ruins this. We gotta go right the fuck now. This will also look like a good faith gesture. Okay, I've got the Beretta on me and I've got my knife on me. I am going to not act like we've seen this already, because we're being, no one can see us in the attic unless they are looking at the attic. And there's no light on in here, and we're not hanging out the window with a gun. There's no reason we should be visible here. So I'm assuming naturally no one sees us looking through all this. But in this minute glance, we see this. I notice that. I am gonna go, okay, we're gonna act cool as a cucumber. We're going to go drop this bag off at the semi, and then we are going to move towards the houses. When we see her, we stop her, whatever that means. I know you're cool with that. I'm just letting you know, whatever that means. That means if we have to pull and gun her down, that's what it is. Sound good? Okay.
All right. So
Okay.
You're walking, basically not running. You're walking towards the house.
Yeah. I've got the backpack with the Twinkies in it. We both have a Twinkie. It was kind of part of the plan, was to make it look real nonchalant. We're both just kind of I see Bill down the road. I kind of give him a wave. I don't even pay mind to their house.
The patrols have become so casual, they no longer walk holding the rifles in their hands. The rifles
they're
are
just
slung on their backs. Yeah. I'm going to just kind of wave at Bill, and I'm like, hey, I got those snack cakes. And I'm going to just go toss them on the hood of the semi, which we discussed, and I said... He was starting to walk back up the street, but he turns around and trucks it back over to the semi.
Enjoy, man. You have a good one.
He's
just go ahead and finish with
and he grabs them.
Grabs them. Okay. And I kind of look at Andy, give him a wink. That might work just as well as we think it will. Okay. And so we're going to go around the semi till we can see Mariana's house. And do I see her coming out the door?
No.
Or no, she's going. Okay. We are going to. Do I see her still moving around? Or do I see her anywhere?
See anything anywhere in the front of the house.
Okay. I'm going to go and walk into the house, because we had discussed with Mina and with the others getting her out. and I discussed that openly in the big chat. So so I go, okay, Mariana, or okay, Andy, let's go see if we can get this bitch out of that
As
closet.
you go walking up to the door,
Mhm. I'm keeping that eye out to make sure do you want me to roll a survival for this, or is my scout 4 enough to keep me aware?
no,
Because
no,
I'm
no, it's fine.
Yeah,
You remember
yeah.
it had that reader plate on it with
Mhm.
it had a like reinforced steel door.
yeah.
The steel door is closed now,
hmm
but the reader plate seems to have been removed from the door, like broken off.
Okay. I'm guessing one of them tried to get, or I guess, well, no, because I knew that the others had gotten into her house.
Yeah, and Andy had a
Had just disabled it. Yeah, she had an RFID reader. Yeah.
Yep.
They,
Andy did not do nefarious things before the fall.
survival.
Mhm.
So
While you're
that's
Andy was
gone.
not potentially knocking off freaking ATMs.
So I see that, and I'm gonna feign surprise
Mhm.
and like pull my gun.
Mhm. There is a
Is there anyone else outside?
no outside. You see the
The other people meandering, doing their daily
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah, people like taking stuff out to the van and stuff like that.
Well, I figured they'd be doing that they're supposed to be doing that secretly.
Oh yeah.
As clean, so I'm assuming they're like moving that stuff in and out of garages.
Mhm. They're loading
Yeah,
it all
I'm
in the
guessing.
garage. To be
Like
quick
loading
pick
all
up
the
to
garage
van.
to get moved
Yep.
around. Yeah, they're just making it look like everyday work. Yeah.
Yep. So as you are kind of looking around, checking the rest of the people out and seeing who's kind of would notice you or
Mhm.
anything like that,
Yeah.
you hear a clattering of like something metallic
hmm
coming from behind the house.
I'm pulling the gun. I hear it around the house.
Mhm.
Andy, let's go. And I'm gonna kind of give everyone kind of everybody heads up. And I'm gonna go around, like, not stealthing, but I am gonna like hug the side of the house. I'm gonna cant it around the corner, just eyeballing around the corner, see what's going on.
All right. So you come around the corner. The fence is there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, the fence is there. So you can walk up to the fence, and there's no gate on this side, but there's a gate on the other side.
But there are those metal bars on top of all the fences, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can
Are
I make
those-
a survival check to see what the fuck's going on here? 'Cause this feels like a survival to see if like there's walkers or something nearby.
Well,
Too.
go ahead.
I was wondering if I see the pieces up top like moving, like someone had just moved over it and dropped down.
I
got one.
you would have to move like down there to be able to see the full back fence. You can see the wall because the wall's taller than the fence,
Yeah,
but you can't see like the entire wall yard. You have to go all the way down.
but I'm guessing I guess I'm wondering what that clanging sounded like to me.
What did you get in your roll? One.
Just one.
You identify it right away. It was a metal ladder, like being stood up and banging against something.
Mm-hmm.
And Andy, you recognize that right away. So, because that's what your survival roll tells you. You don't like hear any moaning. Well, aside from the faraway moaning of walkers over the wall.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the normal
Yeah.
amount of moaning that's
Yeah, the normal
just
amount of moaning.
present now.
It's just ever-present moaning. No, but yeah, you hear a ladder clacking up against the wall, and you can hear like tank, tank, tank of someone climbing up a ladder.
I am booking it over there.
Okay. You gotta
I'm-
just jump over the fence, basically.
Well, I'm gonna how tall is the fence?
It's just a standard wood fence, 6 feet.
So I'm gonna one arm up. I'm gonna kind of actually
Actually,
any
7 feet.
knot
We need
holes.
to do a mobility roll here.
Any
Yeah.
knot holes in these fences? If it's a standard fence, there's usually a couple along these kind
Yeah,
of
but
pine wood
it's
fences.
also a micro mansion place, so no.
Yeah, so they're keeping it really nice. Okay. So actually, I'm going to be like, Andy, I'm going to boost you. Tell me what you see. I'm just going to hand out for your foot. We're going to
Okay.
Last of Us this again. Just going to lift you up just to see. Just
Okay,
peek
then.
over. Yeah.
Do I? What am I rolling then?
Actually, since he's lifting you up, it gives you enough. When you're that close to the fence, you have enough clearance. You can see most of the yard. You can see a ladder leaned up against the back wall of basically the back of Mariana's yard. And remember, these are big yards. There's a pool in it and everything like that. So this is probably about 30 yards away from you right now. And you see Mariana is on top of the wall, and there's a huge duffel that she's like holding out. And you can see she slips over the wall and she just lets it go. And she's wearing a backpack. And you can see that she's got like a not a butcher knife, but a fucking machete on her hip.
Mariana's the one that was stuck in the room, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She's the one who boarded herself up. And
Can I shoot her?
huh?
Can I shoot her?
You're gonna use the gun?
I'm gonna.
Gun.
I'm gonna. You tell me what you see, and I'm gonna say, okay, you're going up and over. You ready? And I'm just gonna like lift and push. You said you weigh like what, 115, if
I'm
that?
probably like
Actually,
probably around like 90 pounds soaking wet.
okay.
To
So
be
yeah,
fair.
this
I'm
is
like 4'10".
This is nothing. I just go whoop and up and over, and yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you make a roll because it's not like a 10-foot fence; it's a 6-foot fence. So you basically you use the momentum of Coco pushing you or Jason pushing you up, and you just kind of use it to throw your legs over. You come down the other side of the fence. As you land, I mean the fence rattles and everything. So you land,
And I'm hopping, and I'm immediately going over myself. Yeah. Which I'll need a mobility for that. I'm just gonna.
You hear
necessary.
You hear Mariana go shit, and you see and as you're kind of like pulling the gun and moving forward, Mariana is basically literally just throwing herself over the wall.
Okay,
And as you come into, you can see the bottom of the ladder. You can see that there's another big duffel bag at the bottom of the ladder.
Okay.
I got a 2 on mobility, so clearly just hit the ground running, and I'm right up. I am immediately behind Andy. I'm looking at the duffel. Does this look like my duffel?
With the pistol.
No, she's over the wall though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, is she over the wall at this point? Did I not shoot her with the pistol then?
Yeah, she was already at the top of the wall when you're looking at the fence, and she had dropped one bag. When she heard you guys coming over the fence, she forgot. She just gave up on the other bag and just threw herself over.
The ladder's still there though, so I'm gonna like go up the ladder, and at the last second rethink it. Like head goes up, and then I'm gonna duck back down real quick because I think this crazy bitch is gonna shoot me. Like that intuition kicks in immediately.
So you duck back down. There's no gunshot because, like you said, your head was going over and then moved down. Take it.
And I'm gonna peek up over.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna peek
directly
up over.
down on the ground on the other side of the wall is that first duffel bag she dropped over.
Yeah.
There's walkers all around, but you don't see any sign of Mariana. But there's tons of places like she could duck behind a car, anything like that. But she could still be out. She's out there somewhere, but none of the walkers seem to be triggered.
Okay. Did she? Doesn't seem to be triggered. Did she? Well, she might have really good stealth. I don't know. She's kind of a wiry person, so I guess maybe. So I'm looking, and I want to take a good hard scout roll. Good hard scout roll, just trying to see any sign of where she might be, like a shoe sticking out, something, a car having been bumped, anything. Yeah.
I'd also like to
go for it.
Gotta say, I'll climb like on top of the wall and look down. Like 1, 2.
We're rolling scout, right?
Yep.
2 successes on scout.
All right.
I also got 2 successes.
All right.
So, damn.
The quickest thing you see, you notice, is actually something that is not on the other side of the wall. In the bushes on this side of the wall is the upper torso of a walker.
Okay, thought so. Okay.
I had a feeling.
Do I see her? Do I see a walker moving
enough,
differently?
The upper torso of the walker, a lot of it looks like it's got frost on it.
Okay. Smart woman. Okay. Okay, so
Does it look like the brain pan's been destroyed on the walker?
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
look,
with
just because it's frozen doesn't mean that it's not.
So I've immediately put 2 and 2 together. I'm looking for somebody moving not quite right. I'm looking for a walker that doesn't look like it's moving correctly. I've spent way too much time with these bitches. I will be able to see someone who's not a walker for sure.
So you're looking for a walker that's not moving quite right.
Yep. With a backpack on, because I saw a backpack when they're going over.
There's no walker with a backpack on. There's no walker that's not moving right. Nothing meets those IDs. So you have to assume she's hiding somewhere.
Yeah.
Like I said, within like sprinting distance of the wall, there's like half a dozen cars.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna just like take. I got plenty of fucking ammo right now. I'm just gonna take a shot at like 3 of the cars. Just pop, pop, pop.
Okay.
See if any alarms go off.
Most after 6 months. No, after 6 months, most of the batteries are dead. So.
Okay, so no, but shattered.
Or the batteries of the ones that aren't dead have been pulled to use inside the facility.
So like the shattered glass, I'm literally just like shooting at the cars, like shattering glass, making noise. Regardless, the sound of the bullets hitting are probably going to make the walkers move over there anyway.
Going off.
Well, I mean, it's silenced. It is my silenced one, so it's still it's a noise, but not quite enough for them to probably pick up on what it is. Like it's a noise, but it's
And I will tell you this. Shooting actual standard standard glass is much less noisier than shooting the body of the car.
No, I shot windows out of one, shot the body of another. I'm just a couple of. We'll say I shoot like 6 rounds, just tat 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 tat. Just kind of blindly firing into the closest cars.
So the walkers begin milling around. They're like, some of them are walking towards the cars. They're obviously on high alert now. They go to the cars. They're bumping into the cars. Some of them seem even smart enough to like start trying to look in the windows of the cars and stuff like that. But of course, there's nothing that catches their eye. There's nothing that they see directly or immediately that is drawing their attention. So if she is out there, she is either being very, very smart and staying very, very still, or she's just standing there. She's either way. She's standing very, very still, and she's definitely probably covered in guts, and she's just laying there. So,
well, my thought was her knowing how to do this. And having the guts to be able to do it are two different things.
She has the guts. We've already established that.
Well, but having the wherewithal to handle being in a walker crowd is a totally different situation than knowing that it's doable. Yeah. And I'm gonna go. I'm on top of the wall. I'm not worried about the walkers, and I'm gonna say loud enough that the people up front can probably hear me. Okay, Mariana, you cowardly bitch. You left everyone to die, now you're running away. Good fucking luck. Good luck without your duffel. And do I see her other duffel on the ground on the other side of the wall?
Yep.
How the wall's like you said 6 foot tall about? Like
the wall's 6 foot tall, and then the steel things that go up are another 2 feet tall. So it's 8 feet in total. But the metal things make it to where if you can jump up and grab them, it's a decently easy climb back over.
Yeah, which I'm just under. I'm 5'11", so that's just a little. I can reach over to them. So I'm gonna grab the duffel. I'm gonna hop down. The walkers are. I shot at the cars, so they're probably 30, 40 feet at least from me, because that distance from the wall to the road is about 50 or so feet.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna hop down, keep the gun out, switch to my left, grab the duffel bag. Andy, heads up. I'm going to toss the duffel bag over the fence.
Yep.
Go back over the wall.
So just give me an overall the movement roll for that.
Do I need to make a check to see if I catch it?
I was telling you heads up so you don't get hit by it, was my thought.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you caught that. Would that be like
look, but I'm here for the freaking the comedy of Andy getting squished by this falling bag as they try to catch it.
So just mobility?
Yeah, mobility. The reason I'm not making you a force roll is because the bags had to be light enough for Mariana to actually carry, and she wasn't a big person either.
One success.
Yeah, one success. Yeah, you have no problem getting back over the wall.
Yep.
Andy, you see the bag coming with plenty of time because he gave you a heads
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
As it comes down, it hits the ground. When it hits the ground, it doesn't make a ton of noise, other than boom. There's not like any clattering inside the bag or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
So as you come over the wall, what are you gonna do? And Mariana, what are you gonna do as you see Coco coming back over or Jason coming back over the wall?
Andy and Joshua.
Andy,
Or Joshua,
Andy,
sorry.
Joshua.
I'm
But,
sorry. I believe you've got me confused with my Firefly character right
Sorry.
now.
You got them confused with the character from a completely
Completely
different
different
campaign, different universe entirely.
Mhm.
Actually, we don't know. Nah, Walking Dead isn't part of the Whedonverse, so no.
Nope. So yeah. So Andy, what are you doing?
So
And Joshua, what are you doing?
I'm gonna taunt Mariana as I toss it over. I'm gonna rapidly hand lift up, turn back around, and just kind of crouch there.
Mhm.
Good luck without your supplies. I sincerely hope you don't survive very long.
There's no response out there.
Andy's just going to do a very tasteful for the fence, and then
And
hand
I'm
back
just
down.
kind of scanning to see if I see anything look this direction. I know there are walkers approaching me right now, which is fine. I'm high enough; they can't really get to me very easily.
they can't.
And I'm on the other side of the bars too, so there's some.
Yep. And no, there's nothing really odd.
Mhm.
Nothing matching what you want to see, like someone with a
Yeah.
backpack or someone.
Or
not
just
moving-
even someone looking up around a
Yeah,
car trying
yeah.
to see me. Yeah.
someone poking around a corner. Nope.
Okay. Okay. Good luck getting back in. And good luck when the reclaimed come after you. Good luck. So I'm gonna be like, Andy, I'm not gonna worry about her. I don't think she can. She survives. She survives. She doesn't. She doesn't. Fuck her. And I'm gonna walk back up to. I'm gonna grab the 2 duffel bags. I'm gonna holster pistol. Grab 2 duffel bags.
Mhm.
I'm gonna pull the ladder down. I'm gonna just kind of set the ladder down. I'm gonna just kind of walk back up and I'm gonna just drop these at the front porch and be like, "Hey, everybody! Mariana just went over the fence. If you would like to go keep watch and maybe shoot her in the fucking leg, she's covered in walker guts, so they're not gonna look at her too hard. But if y'all want to go watch, she hopped over right behind her house. Feel free. I'm gonna go make patrol." And I'm gonna walk off on. Andy, you coming with me?
Andy is silently just kind of following behind Coco like a lost puppy. Well, not lost, but
But
a
follow,
puppy on a mission.
like a dutiful dog. Okay.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna walk as I pass the semi. I'm gonna look. Have they gone back to the transition here where one's coming down? Because it's only been a couple.
Oh shoot! 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry, that was my fault.
Well, it couldn't have been anyone else's fault.
True. Very true. Let me make sure the cameras didn't go crazy. They did. All right. so
Oh
I'll
yeah,
fix
no,
it.
they 100% did.
Sorry, folks. I was just moving my hand and I tapped a key somewhere on my keyboard and I threw us the call into disarray.
Hey, I'm
Okay,
Kel
so
now.
apparently I am Coco. Kel is me,
I'm
and
fixing it.
Coco.
Well,
is
you are lucky. You lucked out, Melissa. You lucked out. You became me. I got to be Kel.
Well, hey, I will say I actually lucked out knowing your roles.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, what were you saying, Coco, before you got cut off?
So I was saying, as I say that, I let everyone know. Mariana just hopped the fence. If you want to go, keep an eye out for her. She's out there somewhere. Can't have gotten too far. Covered in guts. Walkers will probably ignore her, but if you hit her with a rock or with an arrow or something, she might scream. They might take her out.
So
Not everybody should know.
Jose
And I'm gonna
over to where
yeah,
it says, "Are we still on schedule for this then?"
Juan. You mean
Juan, sorry, Juan.
Juan? Yeah, we're still on schedule. They grabbed the Twinkies. They grabbed They grab the bag. They seem pretty excited about it. As a note, I'm going to let you know, and you can spread this around. They're not in that. I don't believe they. No, I know for sure. They're not in the house they were in earlier. They've moved. I don't know where. If you can get to Frank and tell him to casually as you can, look for any houses that don't look right, that look different than how we've left them recently. Get him to maybe do a little walkabout. Andy and I are going on patrol. We're just going to go do our little rounds real quick. I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay?
All right.
Yep.
And he one kind of nods at you and says, all right, but like is putting more emphasis
Yeah.
on the nod.
Yeah. Yep.
And then instead of walking back to his house, he's walking towards yours.
Yeah, that's where Frank's supposed to be. Yeah.
All right. So what are you doing?
I'm taking quick inventory. I know Bill just got the Twinkies and he was going back up. So then the secondary person should be about to come down this road. I'm looking to see where Bill went. I'm trying to see if Bill's still walking.
Yeah.
He grabbed the bag of Twinkies is why I'm curious, because he would be bringing that back to where he's going. He would be bringing it back to everybody.
He seems to have the bag of Twinkies in his hand.
Okay. I'm going to go, and so he's walking up and he should be hitting close to the top of the horseshoe, which means he'll be coming back around the other way now. And do they stay on the street the entire time?
Yep.
They stay on the street? Okay. See, I was picturing them walking like around the fence, around the fenced spaces. Okay. So they stay on the street. That's fine. They stay on the street the entire time. Sorry, everybody. My blue phone is on it, and we have a Bluetooth speaker.
Picked it up.
In our main bathroom, we have a Bluetooth speaker in our light, and my wife just went into that bathroom, and so she could hear the stream in there very fucking loud. I was wondering why she had the TV so loud. Sorry about technical difficulty. So I see Bill back up towards the top of the horseshoe, and he has not gone to the house that he was in.
Nope.
Okay, so he still has the bag of Twinkies. Okay, we're gonna go and make our way through the yard. Our way through the yards, because we there's a hole between the yards going from here to the gate, right? They make space for them to get to the gate if they had to, kind of.
Yes.
So we're gonna go through that direction, and I want to go through that direction quickly. I want to move kind of quick and make my way that direction, and then take a look up the other road. I want to kind of double time this shit, just trying to go on my rounds kind of thing. When I get over there, I want to see, I want to look and see if I see the other scout. Do I see
yes.
the patrolman?
Yeah.
And is he heading up the same way, or is he coming back?
No, he's headed up. He's
okay. Cool.
Because when what's his name came back and got the Twinkie bag, he ran up to I guess he was estimating where he ran back from.
Yeah.
So he ran up to this position and started walking again.
Okay.
And as you guys go through the building, you can see the other guy. He's walking up the street. Once again, gun slung over his shoulder. And he's kind of just walking along, and you see he's actually walking along, and he's holding a novel, a book, a paperback book in his hand, and he's reading the book as he walks.
Okay, cool. So we're gonna go. We make our rounds around the properties. We don't make them on the street. We make them around the properties. So at least that's what I did this morning. Was I make my rounds closer to the wall, kind of thing. Not going through every backyard, but near the houses, kind of peeking in the gates, doing that kind of thing. So I just go about my business, and you and I just kind of sit there and chit chat with Andy and have our little conversation, do all that.
Yep. So Kel, we're coming back to you because they've had a bit of time to what they're going to happen, what they're happening. What are you doing as you're laying on the sofa there?
So just to reiterate, the exact way I'm tied, it's not like my arms are pinned or anything. It's just ankles and wrists, right?
Mhm.
And then whatever they use to gag me is still in my mouth.
Yep.
It was
Okay.
a piece of like tape on your mouth
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what
and
it
like
was, yeah.
in like loose, like just not like super tight, but just like on your wrists. Duct tape.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that I have that part. So first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to rip the tape off.
Okay.
Um,
Ow.
Yeah. And then without moving too much, because how much slack is on the rope right now? But the one that's tied up from my ankles to the box they told me about.
I mean, you can move your feet a little bit, but if you lift your feet more than like an inch or 2 inches, you can start feeling the rope tension get tense.
So I got like probably like that much slack, if any.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I had that piece of trash there until I had to clean my desk. Okay, so that means I can't really wiggle to move to see if I can see exactly where the box is or anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. At that point, though, what I want to go ahead and do, because also remember too, from the way Mina described it, the grenades only trigger if I pull the rope, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I'm just going off what Alex was told last session.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to go ahead and do then is, one, I want to go ahead and try and get the tape off my wrist, whether it's like just doing this way
Yeah.
and maybe try to break across my chest or use my teeth to pull whatever I need to do there.
It doesn't take you more than a few minutes to get that done.
Yeah. And then I want to go ahead and untie the well. Yeah, I want to go ahead and try and untie the rope around my ankles then, just to keep that easy.
Yep. If you just leave it slack and untie it, as long as you leave it slack, it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
All right. So you like basically you do a sit up, you get up there, and you're basically reaching all the way down the length of your legs.
Yeah.
So it's uncomfortable for a bit, but you can get it untied fairly quickly. All in all, getting the tape off the wrist took the longest.
Yeah.
Once you get tape off the wrist, undoing the rope on your feet is like nothing, and then your feet are also taped together too. So
Yeah.
So,
I mean, that's how it easily unwrap after I got the rope off. 'Cause I figured they did the rope over the tape.
right. So you are you're getting you're kind of moving around a lot when you're doing that, and
Yeah.
as you're moving around, you're kind of bouncing on the couch a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and so like instead of like you bouncing on the couch and just not really noticing anything, from where you're sitting, as you bouncing on the couch, right under where your kind of spine, where your sacrum is, but not directly under, but like behind it, as you come down on the couch, you keep on feeling your sacrum hitting something hard, the edge of something.
Does it feel like it's pushing in on it, making it move, or is it like a steady piece?
No, it feels like it's pretty fucking steady, and it's hard.
Okay. Yeah. What I want to do then is slowly, and I'm assuming at this point I got all the tape and everything off it, right? Or was
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Like I said, it took you 10-15 minutes to do all that.
Yeah. I want to try and reach under the cushion to see if I can feel if it's like maybe a spring or something.
You
Which
reach,
I'm
like,
pretty
you put your
damn
hand
sure
under
it's
the
not.
cushion.
Yeah.
You put your hand under the cushion, and are you spending some time examining under there? And I'm assuming you're going slowly and carefully.
Oh yeah, yeah, because Alex is definitely gonna realize this was too easy getting untied and all that. He's going super slow.
Yeah. You feel through the cushion, through the bottom of the couch.
Yeah.
You feel what feels like a steel leader that's on the center of the middle pad of the couch. A steel leader that's going up, and as you kind of like your hands following it, there is something is hooked into the cushion itself.
Yeah.
and it's got the steel leader tied to the other end of it.
Yeah.
And that steel leader goes into the body of the couch, through the body of the couch.
And how tight does it feel in terms of like slack?
It is really fucking tight.
Got it. And that's with the cushion being indented, right?
Yeah. And
from my weight.
And even when you're moving around and everything like that, because you moved around a lot, the cushion would have gone up and down.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to think of like how not necessarily how much slack it has, because obviously, like you said, it's tight. I was trying to think of like, okay, like how much was I pushing my luck type deal.
Gotcha.
On that, which with laying down, which direction is the cable moving through? Is it moving like from like here's my back going toward my feet, or is it the other way?
So here's the couch.
Yeah.
The cable isn't like going left or right. The cable is going directly down through the couch.
Straight down. Okay. Yep. I didn't know if it was like at an angle going to one end of the couch.
It's hooked somehow into the bottom of the cushion itself.
Yeah. Okay. I'm trying to say there's a way for me to shift my weight so I can roll over and be able to look under the couch without messing with that cushion. I don't think there's a way to physically do that.
You can just kneel on the center cushion. You haven't checked the other cushions to see if there's anything rigged on them.
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, but there's not really a way for me to do so.
Does Alex do yoga?
Does Alex do yoga? About this time, you do see that Bill, because like you can look down the hallway from where you're at and see out the front door, and you do see that Bill's walking by with a bag in his hand.
Yeah.
And he's just like, doesn't even look at the house. He just keeps on walking right by.
Yeah. Yeah, so for at least for the cushion near my feet, what I want to do, I'm trying to think of the way to do this without moving the center cushion.
Without being able to see what's going on underneath you?
There's not really a way to do it. It's taking a risk either way.
Yep. Like I said, the only way you know that you could not do anything with the center cushion is by kneeling on it and then bending over and looking underneath the couch. Yeah,
I'm just going to risk it for the biscuit and just do that and go like, well, I'm dead either way probably, so...
You lifted your torso off the cushion that was underneath your torso.
Yeah.
So, and nothing happened to that, because you took your weight completely off that to bend all the way down to under your feet.
Yeah, just whether the one, but I'm trying to think of that one. Yeah, but we're just going to risk it. So, we're going to go ahead and just shift the weight to kneel on the center cushion so I can look under.
All right. So as you look under the center cushion, when you pull up the little damask on the edge of the couch and look under the couch, you see under the cushion there is a fuck ton of grenades.
Yeah.
And they all have like fishing lines going to all the fucking little pins, and the fishing lines go down and they all braid together, and then that fishing line is tied to the end of the rope that went up to your feet.
Yeah.
There is also that metal wire that comes directly out. You can see it immediately come down.
Mm-hmm.
It is hooked around an eye hook that has been drilled into the floor.
Yep.
The wire goes as you see the wire going up. And the eye hook, the wire isn't hooked to it. The wire goes through it and back up. Yeah. And you see shoved into the underneath the frames, shoved into the springs.
Mm-hmm.
You see what looks like a old fucking Korean era Claymore mine, with the thing going through the pin on the top of it. It will blow up the wrong direction, but it'll still fucking kill you.
Yeah. Because even if the concussive wave from the Claymore won't, it's going to hit the grenades, but that will definitely kill me.
And the reason it's down is because the pressure plate can't be engaged this way unless you reach under and hit it.
Yeah.
They don't want the pressure plate to engage. They just want to ignite it and blow it up.
Yep. Yeah, so if anyone was able to see Alex's point, they would literally just see all the color just drain from his face.
So what you know is you have pretty much disabled the grenades from what you can see.
Yeah.
But if you get off this cushion,
Oh.
it's going to rip that pin out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that the pin is in there good, right?
Yeah.
But when that cushion comes all the way up, there won't be enough.
Mm-hmm.
It'll pop it out, and so it's gonna pull that pin, and that pin's gonna go off, and then that Claymore's gonna set off the hand grenades, and the hand grenades are gonna go off. And
I'm gonna assume there is nothing with like obviously not my body weight near me, but I'm assuming there's nothing with like a decent like center mass weight near.
Nope. They moved
Yeah, I
everything
figured.
away from the couch. The couch is all by itself.
I figured.
And now that you've been looking around, you see directly across from you, like the kitchen's right there with the island, with the bar on it, and on the bar wall, the stools all been moved. On the bar wall is just like in like lipstick is written, "You can figure this out. I believe in you."
Oh, I think if Alex has a chance, he's definitely gonna want to put a cap in her. Oh, that is cheeky. Oh, okay. So, what do I see in the room overall besides? Because there's the couch in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
How far does that?
All the rest of that living furniture has been moved out of the way or into the dining room area. Because remember, it was a big great room, and everything's been shoved over there. So there's nothing you can do to reach anything without getting off the couch.
Yeah. How far is the couch from the island?
About 10 feet.
Oh yeah, no, that's still not enough time.
Yep.
I'd have to have like.
Yeah, and
like
the back of the couch.
The
back of the couch is where the dining room is, because it goes. Well, sorry, the back of the couch. Oh yeah, no, the couch has been moved to where the dining table was. The dining table and all the furniture have been moved against the wall. The couch is facing the island, so the back of the couch faces all the furniture over there. But the furniture is a good 8-9 feet away. The nearest piece you would have to like be able to stand up and stretch to get, and that's just two of the dining room chairs stacked on top of each other, so they don't weigh shit.
Yeah. No, that's not what I was asking about. How far those things were. I was trying to think something. Okay. Let's see. And there's nothing else in the room besides the furniture and the kitchen island with the makeup on the wall?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it was the same stuff that was in the room before, just moved where you couldn't reach.
Well, yeah. I just want to make sure it wasn't like anything I overlooked type deal.
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, there is stuff you overlook that on your island. You see your rifle, your backpack with all your gear sitting on the island.
Only that was closer. Now that would probably help. Yeah, because Rita was asking, because like I said, with the island and even that furniture being about 10 feet away, there's no way I can even get to it before the explosion goes off.
No. Once that pin is popped, it blows up. Period.
Yeah, I'd have to be the Flash.
Yeah, one of the things I read recently is all those movie scenes where you see the person step on the mine and then they freeze. That doesn't happen. When you step on the mine, it explodes. There's no pause.
Oh, I know that's all cinematic. No, I was trying to think because some things can also still have timers on them depending on how they were set up too.
Yep.
It's thinking about like, okay, would Mina risk a timer or type deal is what I was trying to think of.
You didn't see anything that looked like a timer.
Oh yeah. And there's nothing else underneath the couch besides the grenades, the wire that's holding all the pins, and the claymore.
The Claymore's like, that's what you were feeling when you were sitting forward. The Claymore is rigged up in the cushion, in the metal springs that hold the cushions up. The Claymore's been slipped in between like a couple of them with the things sitting down. And then that is what has been, and then they rigged the eye hook, and then they've pushed the wire up through the bottom of the thing and hooked it to the cushion.
Yeah, and I was trying to see if, again, maybe I overlooked something underneath it.
No. Oh,
Okay.
the Claymore was, well, you wouldn't know that.
Yeah, my character was a medic, not EOD.
Yeah, so you wouldn't notice, but so you wouldn't know it to
kinda-
recognize in the Claymore to see how it's been altered.
I kind of I regret not making him EOD. I was almost tempted to do so. Yeah, no, I was thinking Coco. Don't worry. I was along with that idea too. Yeah,
trying to be
Trying to help.
trying
I
to
know.
help without
I appreciate
jumping in and just saying shit.
Oh yeah, no, I
helping out
appreciate it.
behind the scenes over here for the viewers at
So-
home.
Oh, I literally can. I'm trying to
I'll
think
give
what
you
else.
I'll give you
what I
a few
can
minutes
think.
to think about it, and I'll jump back
Yeah.
to the others. So Joshua and Andy, which ways are you guys gonna head now?
So we were heading. We cut across to the gate area, and then we're he's far away, right? He's out of he's going up to
Yeah.
the woman.
You
He's
could
going up
shoot
to
him
it.
from here.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to do that right now. I could probably hit him from this distance. He's what, 100 feet from me?
Not even that yet.
Not even that yet. So he's okay. So he's midway up the street. He's not even to the corner
No,
yet.
no.
He's
That's
halfway
about
down.
where you saw Bill run up to about.
So
roughly-
50. So 50 feet away from me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could hit him. I in real life hit him.
And Andy has shown that
Easily.
she can hit
That's-
anybody with
yeah.
anything.
Yeah,
Easily.
anywhere.
Andy is
But we're just
apparently Annie Oakley
Yeah, no
fucking
shit.
reborn.
Yeah, she's over here. What was it? Andy Fuse instead of John Wick. It's Andy Fuse.
Oh my god.
Over here.
Go to your
what,
room.
What? 24 walkers. 24 walkers in a matter of 10 seconds. Yeah, just going for it. We're gonna get you another Glock, and we're gonna give you a silencer for each, and you're just what clears walkers for us now. Okay, you and me, we're gonna take on the whole world. 100
Right.
years. 100 years, Coco and Andy, 100 years, 100 episodes, 100 seasons.
What's even better is Annie Oakley was only 5 feet tall.
Yeah, Andy Oakley was not a very big person, but we're just doing the whole bullshit, acting like we're having a conversation kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
Kinda
you're
going
walking
to-
like you're on patrol. That's right.
Yeah, and I go
Yeah.
up to the gate and I give the gate a little shake, and I'm keeping an eye, and I'm keeping an eye, and keeping an eye, and I want to, while I'm over here, since I didn't notice anything on that street,
Mhm.
I want to look over here and while I'm walking, keep taking hard, quick glances at every house to see if I'm noticing anything.
Go ahead
If
and make-
anyone's moving around, if I'm seeing someone up in an attic.
I'm assuming
glint
you're
of a
doing the same
scope.
thing, Andy.
Yes.
You're casing your area. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Both of you make me a spot. The scout roll
Scout
for
sh-
this street.
Scout roll with what? What was the last part?
No, scout roll on this street.
Oh, okay.
That's 2 on my regular,
Mhm.
1 on my stress. Success on
One
my stress.
success.
So 3 and 1.
I have one
Combined
success,
4.
but if someone wanted to give me lend a hand, I do have a 5.
So, what you get from the successes that you have, even if you get one more, it's not going to really add anything to it. So,
Okay.
What you can find is number 1, the house that was being used for all the storage.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that the door is open.
Mm-hmm.
You can see.
Because that's at the end of the street. That's
it's about midway up the street.
it's midway up the street on this. Okay. Okay.
And it's on the.
I was
as you're
picturing.
facing up the street from the gate. It's on the
Mhm.
left-hand side, about midway up the street.
See, I was picturing it at the top of the U, the focal point of the neighborhood was the
No.
vibe I got. But
Because
okay.
remember, the wall was also faced that road
Mhm.
that goes up and down back down towards the.
Towards the lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there is the house is so the house is there. The door is open. You can see on the front porch
Mm-hmm.
that there is a bunch of the water that's been
Mhm.
stacked up on the front porch.
Okay.
The bottles of water. It doesn't look like there's as many as there was.
Mm-hmm.
As you come down, As you're still walking up, and you can look inside the front door, you can see everything that is upstairs has been brought downstairs and is kind of piled up in the living room and everything like that by the doorway.
Okay. Cool.
And, you see 2 people inside.
Oh, hey guys. Y'all need some help moving shit around? We're just on patrol. You need anything?
They kind of look at you, and one of them kind of nods to you and says, "No, man, we got it."
Okay. Bill's got those Twinkies, by the way. I dropped them off on the truck. He's got them. I think he's bringing them to wherever
the
y'all.
other guy who
bring
like,
the house.
"You
Yeah.
got ho-hos?" He's there with this guy, and he's like, "Did you have ho-hos?"
Are you? I didn't get his name last time.
I wouldn't even remember what it was.
You said his name
wasn't named.
He wasn't named. Okay.
Yeah,
You're Richard.
Diego.
Okay, Diego. Yes. I got 2 ho-ho. I got 2 packs of ho-hos in there. I can't control. I cannot control
Andy
if someone
most
else eats them before
definitely
you
still
get there.
has the
chocolate
crusty chocolate icing still on their face.
He literally
indicating that there's definitely some kind of chocolate snake cat.
He's literally almost
cake.
dancing, and he's like, "I'll be for like 5 minutes, dude. I'll run. I swear. I'll bring you back some Twinkies." And the guy's like,
they're the
go
Shrek
get your
Twinkies,
goddamn
too.
Sugar, man.
They're the Shrek Twinkies too, man. You shouldn't pass them up. There's not many left.
He's like,
you know.
Fine, bring me some fucking Twinkies, but you better get your ass back here quick, because I don't want to move all the shit by myself. You disappear on me, and I'll fucking shoot you. And he's like, "Oh, no, it's cool. And he just takes off. He's just running up the street, runs past the guy on patrol, and the guy's like, "What the fuck's going on?" He's all looking around, starts going for his rifle. He's freaking out.
He's freaking out because there's ho-hos. Bill's got the bag of snack cakes, man.
Yeah, as
Bill's
Diego's running up the street, he's like, "There's ho-hos!" Oh, no, Bill. Diego.
Never get between a fat man and his snacks.
And he's like, and the other guy's like, "Oh, Jesus Christ, I thought we were fucking under attack or some shit."
Nah, man. Snack cakes will save the world. Snack cakes will bring us back from the brink, my guy.
He's like, "Oh, whatever, man."
It's the hope that sugar brings, okay, bud? It's all.
The other guy who was like told the guy to leave. He has a clipboard in his hand, and he's like, you can see he's like counting stuff.
Yeah. But everything's good, man. You don't need anything. We make midday rounds before we have lunch. You know, I'm checking the backyards, making sure no one's come in, that kind of shit. You know, the normal shit to keep the place moving and shaking.
I was like, if it makes you feel better, go right ahead.
Hey,
we got patrols walking now, so you don't want to worry about it.
Ah, man, it's something to do. You know, there's enough people here who cook and do everything else. I need to feel useful in some way. You know, I'm not used to being behind walls. But okay, what was your name? I don't think I got it the other day. Yesterday.
He kind of looks at you and he says,
"I'm Josh."
Eric.
Eric, nice to meet you, Eric. Cigarette?
No.
Okay.
Smoke.
Understood. You have a good one, Eric. And I'm gonna
kind of nods to you, and he goes back to like counting.
And I'm gonna go kind of keep like we're walking through the yards, not on the road. We're kind of walking through the front yards, and we are making a show of opening the gates, checking, doing all that.
You're doing that to the yards that are facing the walls and stuff like that.
Yeah. The things that are facing, where something might happen and fall over the top, that kind of thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah, or where a person might hop the fence looking for anything out of place, that kind of shit. Just making a show of it, walking down, and I'm gonna take out a little notebook that I keep in my satchel. I'm gonna write down all the names that I know currently, and pick them off. Eric, Diego, Bill, Mina. I'm gonna put all those down real quick. And I've got and then I mark off that's 4, and so I mark off.
There's a guy who's on the other end of the patrol from Bill. You don't know his name yet.
Well, we're moving. We're gonna probably catch up. He seems to be meandering. We're looking like we're on a mission kind of thing. We're moving, not rapidly, but he seems to just be kind of meandering, taking his time. And I'm gonna just make our way back up, and once we get to the top of the U, I do want to, following that scout roll, do I see anything else on this street? Anything else out of place? Any movement in other houses? Anything at all? Nothing.
What you do notice with that scout roll is
Mhm.
Mina is nowhere.
Mina's nowhere.
Mina and
3.
wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mina and 2 guys are
Yeah.
missing.
Are missing. Okay. We're gonna make our way up to the U. Are we gonna like pass that guy as we like? Are we gonna get within shouting distance of that guy?
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just gonna. How goes it, man? You know, little.
He's still what the fuck? He's still got the gun in his hand, the rifle in his hands now. He's like, dude, that fucking sucked.
Hey, man. I don't know.
I can't
I don't.
read it.
What does it say? It won't focus. It's too small
because
for
it's
me
an
to
actual
read.
camera.
Yeah. What does it say?
It says Eric Bill, and then it says Mariana. It has like X's and a frowny face with a tongue sticking out like it's dead. It says fuck her. Mina's MIA and 2 guys equal missing.
Perfect notes, Andy. Perfect notes. You'll be a detective in no time.
Perfect notes, no notes.
No notes. Sorry, man. Some people, you don't get something you love long enough, you'll freak out over it. I busted in a window down the street for some Swiss cake rolls. So, we all have our thing.
He's like, yeah. He's like,
But yeah, Bill's got Twinkies though in the bag if you want some. We found them stashed.
When I come to the top.
Yeah. We found him over in Zach's place. He seemed to have have that shit stashed away for himself. So yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna blame the fucker for taking whatever pleasures he could get.
Oh yeah, no. Cigarette?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, go for it, man. And I kind of like search my. I don't have a light on me. I don't know where the fuck's my lighter. Do you have a lighter on you?
He's like, yeah. And he pulls out his own pack of cigarettes and he like.
Real quick, are we within eye line of anyone right now?
No.
No.
The guy down the street is in the house. Diego ran all the way around the corner to meet up with Bill, who is about 3/4 of the way up. He should be about 3/4 of the way up that block.
So
you're like
we
2
have
houses away from the end of the street.
So we have no one around right now.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of look at Mariana, or sorry. I'm gonna look at Andy. And I'm going to ask a question with my eyes.
And I need up.
Well, no, it's not an eyebrows going up situation. It's in that moment where he goes to like look for his lighter, and I'm holding a cigarette out for him. I'm going to look at Andy and give you the question with my eyes of, do we do this now? Because how far are we from like the closest house?
You're in the middle of the street.
Middle of the street.
You will have to move this guy fast, and whatever you do is going to leave a trail of blood from the middle of the street to wherever you take him.
Andy gives you the look of not now. Probably not a good idea, dude.
Okay, and so I've got my hand like sliding towards my knife because I'm thinking the same thing, but I want a second opinion because like I'm willing to fucking do it. I'm willing to do it, kind of thing. I'm willing to risk it, but So like as I'm going to like I have my hand towards my knife, and to make it not look weird, I'm gonna be like, oh shit, okay, yep, got it. Sorry about that. Yeah, here you go. I'm gonna light a cigarette.
The way Andy plays it off is Andy gives it a kind of like this shrug, like I don't know where your fucking lighter is, dude.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh.
I told you the white ones were cursed.
Yeah, and he basically cups his hands around it.
It's not even the white one. It's my Zippo. And I get it. I light a cigarette. I light my own. Andy, you want a cigarette? I don't know if you smoke, kid. Yeah, are you old enough to smoke?
How fucking old do you think I am, man? Andy takes a fucking cigarette.
I don't know. I've known you for 4 days, kid. I light your cigarette and I put my lighter back.
Dude, I'm 20.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. What was your name, bud? I don't think I got your name.
Huh? Oh,
I don't think. Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm Tyler.
Tyler. Nice to meet you, Tyler. Nice to meet you. Yeah. welcome to Lakeside Estates, I suppose.
He says, "Thanks, I guess."
Well,
Also, who the fuck cares if I'm old enough? The world ended, dude.
look, it's not about legality. It's about like the body, and as we're gonna have this like bullshit conversation as we're walking away. It's about the body, and as you age, your body gets to a certain point. Brain chemistry. I'm just kind of spouting off like actual reasons that I don't let it, that like I in real life wouldn't give a cigarette to
Are
someone
you guys
under the age
walking
of
with him
18.
as he's walking?
Oh, I mean, at first, and then we like kind of outpace him after a second. We kind of like we go back to the side, like to the houses along the wall, and keep going. Like I'm trying to just have a bullshit conversation for a second. Yeah.
And he's just he pretends to listen for,
Mhm.
and when you get far enough away, he just like shakes his head and rolls his eyes.
Which was my goal. I'm trying to put out a certain air of I think I'm smarter than I am kind of shit, and I'm gonna and as soon as I like get a little distance away, cigarette in the mouth, I'm gonna write down Tyler, and I'm gonna just like tuck it back in my pack. I'm gonna keep walking around. One more scout roll as we get up to the U, and I can see Bill now, and I guess see Diego sprinting back.
Yeah.
Or I guess
Actually,
I see
Diego's kind of walking back, and you can see he's humming, and he's got like he's got an open thing of the ho-hos, and he's like, there's one already mostly shoved, like gone in his mouth, and his mouth is like chipmunk cheek full, and he's holding the other one, and he's like, I'm gonna save it for later. I'm gonna save it for later.
Man, there's more of them, and I can find you more. Enjoy, honestly, man. Honestly,
Like,
don't let the little things slip you by, okay?
Man,
Can I roll manipulation for that?
Them. Yeah, sure.
With an additional dice because I'm smoking a cigarette, and that is a thing for this game.
Yep.
Yep.
So that is
Key
66. That is 66. That is 1, 2, 3 successes on my main, and no successes on the other.
Behind Coco, as this is happening, Andy's going to pull out another like pack of like Swiss rolls and just gotta go. Boop.
He's like,
Those
"Oh,
are
fuck.
I straight up
forgot about
snatched.
these."
I straight up I go to snatch it, and I'm like, you can have it, man. Enjoy. But yeah, that's great successes on the manipulation.
Yeah, he's totally
he just shoves the other ho-ho in his mouth.
Yeah.
He's like, you know what, you're fucking right, dude. Ah, cigarette? They just offer him a cigarette.
Yeah, he doesn't take. He's like, his mouth is full of ho-hos.
And he's like, no, I'm good. Okay. So it's 20 cc's in at least one. And I'm just kind of like, I go ahead and put a check mark by him. And I'm going to put a check mark by the other guy because he at least has them. And I'm assuming
Bill, opened a pack immediately of 20.
immediately. And I mark off Bill.
Yep.
And I'm going to go ahead and mark off the other guy. I'm going to mark off Tyler as well because I know he's going to grab some from Bill. And I'm going to go past. I'm going to make our way up to where they should be about to intersect. We're going to see Bill, and I'm going to just be going about it. And
as you guys are going to hit in the houses, you see Bill's coming around and Tyler's coming around, and Tyler kind of he kind of like walks a little bit over to Bill, like he's actually further down the street than he should be.
Could Tyler have heard me say, we can find some more, don't let good things pass you by? Can Tyler have heard me say that in that manipulation roll?
I think Tyler just saw Diego's face covered in chocolate, and this was like,
he's like, okay, yeah, okay. I'm just trying to encourage him to also go ahead and eat them.
No, I was saying he ran over to Bill.
Oh, he ran for it. Okay.
Yeah, and Bill's kind of standing there, and he's like, just take him with you, man. He's like, I'm starting to not feel so good, dude. I didn't realize I was such a lightweight anymore. He's like, I only had like 3 packs of Twinkies.
Oh fuck! Bill's gonna die. Now it ain't kicking. It won't. I mean, the sugar would probably fuck up his stomach.
Hour. Yeah,
he's gonna
start getting. Well, to be crude, he is going to be pumping liquid out of his ass.
Yeah. Well, from all the sugar alone, like that sugar hitting.
No, one of the things it does.
But with enough of it, yeah. Well, if he had 3 packs, that's 60 cc's. It'll take about 30 minutes before it starts to take effect. but at about that point, he's gonna probably stop being able to walk.
Because
Right,
I think
which
it's what
is
10
fine.
cc's of it kills a person.
80 cc's like
Immediate
for
death.
a person of a well, not immediate, but when it kicks in, you're dead. You're going to die. It's going to be painful and short, but it's going to be painful, but it's going to happen quickly. About 10 cc's is going to make if you don't get treated for it, you'll die. It just takes days to do it. Do I see?
By the way, if anyone didn't see the last episode or wondering what we're talking about, there's antifreeze in all these.
And they're Shrek Twinkies, so the green antifreeze doesn't stick out. And in the Ho-Hos, it's in the actual sponge, so it's not going to be showing through the chocolate. And I had a feeling Diego would just shove.
If anyone's heard the horror stories about animals
antifreeze poisoning,
they cannot stop eating it because it tastes sweet. So that's why they drink antifreeze. Yep. So basically, it makes it cloyingly sweet with a slight weird taste, but they haven't had these snacks in like forever.
Also,
they've been
on
eating
top of that,
dog
like
food.
the fact of the matter is, these are like they're highly processed foods.
Yeah, that's another thing.
Let's be honest, they taste kind of synthetic to begin with.
Yeah, Twinkies, especially in 2010. 2010 was the time of Twinkies being like.
Yeah, in 2010 was right before they.
It was a couple years before they shut down.
Yeah,
before they got sold.
Yep.
Yeah, so
so like that's when they were like really starting to fucking go downhill.
Yep.
And like they've since been salvaged.
That's when the Twinkie sponge, the cake, started tasting like it was greasy.
Yep. Yep, it was.
Yep.
I remember greasy Twinkies. Who else?
Oh yeah, that was a weird time.
Yeah.
I hated greasy Twinkies.
So
that's why that's why I converted to zingers in that time frame.
So I'm gonna just go ahead, like as soon as I have the chance to like discreetly mark it, I'm just gonna put like 3 lines through Bill's name.
Yep.
And put a note of cigarettes because he has a pack of cigarettes, and I'm gonna take my cigarettes back.
Gotcha.
And gonna take a look. I'm gonna do I rolled for a scout roll because I'm checking this street as well. Like as I'm rounding, I'm basically every like section of houses I'm trying to get a good view, and I have 2 successes here.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Again, anything that is not what it looked like yesterday. Anything that's not like what it looked like on
weird, out of place. You can see. Oh no, you do see that some of the houses have their doors open and they've been left open. Because you guys usually close the doors in the houses when you went through them, and you made a point of it so that way walkers couldn't wander into a house and then end up accidentally ambushing someone who went through the house or something.
Yeah.
So you made sure all the doors and everything were closed in the houses that you weren't staying in. Some of the houses do have open doors. You can probably best assume that that some of her people were going through some of the houses, just making sure there wasn't anything in them.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about the only thing that's out of place is that some of those houses had their doors left open, which you guys weren't doing.
Do I see are there the doors that are left open? Is it like 3 or 4 houses in a row? Or is it like one door here
at the top of the block?
At the top of the block,
where the 2 guys are meeting, up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is there a point when there's not an open door? Like, is there a certain house where the door is not open?
Yeah, there is the 3 houses that are on the straightest portion of the wall. That doesn't go into like one of the big, huge yards in the back. Those 3 houses all have the doors open. And since you did a good spot roll, you can see through. Because remember, like the way houses are built, you can literally see from the front door to the back.
Front to the back. Yeah.
The back doors are also open.
Okay. And at what point do the doors stop being open?
Like I said, there's 3 houses that are in the longest portion of straightaway.
So, like the U is here.
Yeah, the U.
This is the gate.
These are the cul-de-sacs on either end. There's 3 houses at the very middle of the street. There's like one house between them that starts at corners, but there's 3 houses in the dead center. All the doors have been open.
Okay, and so over here, this house, like on the top corner of the cul-de-sac street, that door is closed.
Yep.
And everything else looks the same. Okay. I want to look harder at that house because that, in my mind, you would open up the doors nearby if you had to fight and all that. But I only got 2 successes, so I'm just going to let that ride. Okay. Do I see Tyler start eating one as he gets it?
Oh,
Or
yeah,
he takes the bag, he
has the
immediately
bag,
starts
he's
eating?
gonna take him, drop it back
Okay.
off to the other house.
Okay. I'm gonna now, knowing that he has the bag and he's heading back down towards the cul-de-sac,
Mhm.
I'm gonna watch where Tyler goes. I'm gonna keep doing my slow patrols. I'm gonna go look at those houses because that's weird. And be like, "You guys leave these doors open?" Just kind of doing a quick shout to them before they get too far away. You'll leave these open?
And Bill's walking back down
Mhm.
walking down the street, and you can see his hands on his stomach,
Mm-hmm.
and he looks back to you. He's like, "What?"
Joe, dude, you said you ate 3 packs? That is so much sugar if you haven't had it in a while, man.
Maybe I ate 5. Oh,
Dude, that is too much sugar. You've given yourself sugar poisoning, dude.
there's no
Look,
such thing
there's-
as sugar poisoning.
Look,
Yeah.
I can guarantee you there is, dude. Go lay down. Look, there's other people, dude. Okay, look.
You gotta,
There's
like, you
houses.
gotta, like,
There's no
because-
plumbing, but there are empty houses. Go take a shit, dude. Go do something.
I don't
like,
think I'm
dude,
gonna have
look.
a choice.
Yeah.
And he goes running up to
Yeah.
one of the houses, the door's open,
Mhm.
and he just
Cool.
runs in, and you can see that's running.
I'm gonna-
to the-
And like, does everyone do the other guys see him?
No, they're already heading back down the other street.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of be like, you know what? I'm gonna say it loud enough that Bill can hear us. Let's go make sure he's okay. I got some water here. Let's go try to help him out real quick. And I am going to casually just walk up to the house he went to, look concerned, because everyone else has seen me make a rapport with Bill. Everyone's seen this happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna kind of like listen as I get to the door and see where he ran.
There is usually a half bath and all these that are downstairs, and he's
Okay.
basically, and it's right. You come in the door, and
Yeah.
it's like past the stairway and the entranceway, and the office is on the left. Then just past the underneath the staircase, there's a half bath on the right hand side.
Door closed.
Yep.
Listening. No one else in the house.
No, not that you can hear, and you can hear Bill.
Bill.
Yeah.
Good. I'm gonna assume he is in the defenseless state right now.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. I'm gonna take a peek
Oh
outside.
God! Think about that poor motherfucker that opens that bathroom after this guy turned.
Oh, he's and I'm gonna let him turn too. I'm gonna let him turn.
You're gonna fucking Pulp Fiction him, aren't you?
I am. I am. Mina, I got this one. Okay. I'm gonna look outside the door and make sure no one is looking at us. I feel like I am on edge right now
Mhm.
because this is such a blatant move to make this quickly. I feel the need that the way that I'm looking, I need another scout roll. I need to know if anyone is looking at me, if anyone, anything at all.
Well, you're in the house, so you're only gonna be able to see.
Well,
the
I'm
front door and back door.
I'm looking out the front door.
Mhm.
I'm just taking a look at the front door to make sure everybody, like, no one's run in to see that he's, that he's fucked up or something.
Gotcha. Go for it. Poor Bill.
That's 3. That's 3 and a 2
You
on
don't-
my stress dice.
You don't
A
hear. That's close. You don't hear
Yeah.
any flapping feet. Someone running or anything
Yeah,
like that. You
I don't
hear
see
anything.
anyone looking from a house, like looking from
Actually-
any of the windows of
with
houses.
That roll, what you can definitely hear is you can hear Diego and Tyler
Hmm.
basically saying, it's like, it's talking basically like back and forth, like, so
Mhm.
I want two Twinkies at least, and they're negotiating as they're walking down the street. And
Okay.
So, but yeah,
I mean, I'm looking at
there's no
looking
one-
at
there's no one in any
houses.
windows or anything like that.
Okay.
Looking at any windows or anything like that.
There's probably not even really any windows facing right here.
There's a couple
really
on the house that's right
Yeah.
across the street, but that's about
across the street, but nothing. Okay, so I'm going to. Can you see this half bath? It's like through the front door and around the hallway, right?
through the front door in the same entryway area as the front door,
Mm-hmm.
but it's just right there. So
It's-
because the way it is office on the left,
Mm-hmm.
entryway and staircase on the right.
Mhm.
The staircase kind of winds around.
Yeah.
The entryway is set up to where there's a little bench where people can like put on and off
Mhm.
shoes
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then above the bench there's like a hook for like clothes and bags and stuff
Mhm.
like that. And that's
Yeah.
kind of like indented in this little area where the staircase goes up. And then just to the left of that indented area where the wall still comes out and comes back in for like the hall of the entry hall, that's where the door to the half bath is. And then you go past that and you get into the area where, you know, on the left hand side is the dining room,
Okay.
living room,
Okay.
and then the kitchen.
I guess my full thought is,
And then to the right is a den.
yeah. Actually, this won't look that crazy. Okay. Andy, okay, change of plans. Take out your knife. We're both going in. We're going to hit him at the same time. He's not going to know it hit him. There's more chance of us taking him down if we can both hit him at the same time. Sound good? And I'm very quietly saying this clearly. Okay, so I'm going to knock on the door. Man, you sound bad. You good? I got a bottle of water out here if you want it.
He's like, go tell him I'm fucking sick, man.
Okay, we'll do that. And I'm going to knife out, and I'm going to like hand on the door, and with my knife hand, I've got 3 fingers up, and I'm going to go 3, 2, 1. I'm going to open that door in, and I am going to stab right where I hear him at. I am immediately going to stab him.
Okay.
Like as soon as I get in there, and Andy, you're going like say like right with me, right? Okay. So
you go ahead and make me your
this
roll.
is a close combat roll, which I have 5, and he is defenseless, which means for every success, we get 2 more dice, or 1 more dice for a knife, right?
Yep.
What is the?
That's on damage, isn't it?
No,
Oh,
it's 2 dice.
No, we get 2.
It's 2 dice. It's
the
the 2 bonus, 1 damage.
Yep.
And for every defenseless for everybody at home is a status you can have when someone does not expect to be attacked, or you attack them from like hiding. Basically, you get your standard weapon bonus, which is for a dagger or a knife, is 2, and then you get if you hit, you get your damage, and then for every additional success above your damage, you get 1 more point of damage, or above every additional success past 1, you get additional damage.
If someone wants to give me a lend a hand, I did not get any successes, but I do have a 5 on one of the extra pieces.
There you go.
Knife.
There you go.
Yeah.
So that's 1 success.
I have a success.
So he has 1 injury
I
now.
stabbed the guy on the toilet pulling the Elvis, finally. It took me a second, but it's because it's a very cramped space.
So that's 1. That's 1 more standard roll. Now here's my 2 for my weapon. That's 1 on my weapon, and now my stress dice. Oh, fuck. Okay, I dropped that. I'm gonna grab a different dice. I dropped that. So I got 3 successes.
All right. So that's 4
That is
total
dead.
successes.
That is dead. So we immediately hop in and just like I catch him in the fucking throat, Andy catches him in the chest.
Yep.
And I go, shush, you dark, stupid motherfucker. I'm gonna gut every fucking one of you in this goddamn place.
Yeah,
I poisoned those fucking Twinkies, you dumb shit. As he fucking dies, I'm just gonna hand over his mouth and say, you deserve so much fucking worse than this. And you know what's worse? I'm gonna let you turn. Maybe you'll eat your fucking friends. And I'm just gonna like drag the knife a little bit and twist it out.
And as he's like,
and close the bathroom door.
Oh, well, what I was gonna say is, once the initial adrenaline goes through,
yeah,
you basically are sitting there, and suddenly, it is the most wretched, rancid thing you've ever smelled in your life.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You're swimming in it.
Yep.
And we just close the bathroom. Don't go in
Just
there.
close the bathroom door. Just gonna close the bathroom door. And I look down. Am I covered in blood currently? I got pretty far on it.
You got him in the
I got him in the
yeah.
throat. I mean, so it's like, well, the initial stab is gonna like squirt some in my hand, and then I kind of pulled it over.
Yeah.
I got up
you
on
hit
him.
the carotid eventually.
Yeah. So yeah.
Your
so
blade
it's-
is big enough that if you got him in the throat, you're going to hit a carotid.
Oh, it's
Especially if you
that
wiggle
long. It went through his throat.
Yeah,
it went
no, you hit the
through it.
carotid.
Yeah, he's done. So there's
That's
a little.
one cut of the dead.
So what we're gonna do now is
That's
we're,
it.
We're gonna
That's a
jump back
deep
to
cut.
Kel, but before we do that, we're gonna take our 10-minute break because we're over time for
We're,
them to do that.
Yep.
So we're gonna take a 10-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. Let us get some more drinks, get some more snacks and stuff like that. You do the same. If you need to get a drink, get one. If you need to take your meds, take your meds. Do be sure to try and stand up and walk around a little bit. You've been sitting for a while with us, so please do what you can to take care of yourselves. We will be back in 10 minutes. Thank you very much, and we'll see you then.
When I sit across the table from you, once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to get a level. And we roll. Forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. We roll. Yeah. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 We roll. And yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled a critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstaverns.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.
sit across the table from you. Once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to gain a level. And we roll. And we rolled a critical hit to the heart. People grow up, forget how to play, but not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget.
Everyone thank Numbers for subscribing.
Everyone thank Numbers for subscribing. Numbers, thank you for subscribing.
Thank you, Numbers.
Thank you for subscribing, Numbers.
What's up, Numbers?
What the fuck? We got booted on TikTok again.
I did describe something rather brutal. That's not terribly.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't get
Or
banned.
TikTok. But like TikTok will also just boot you sometimes. They do it to me when I'm live sometimes too.
Yeah, I heard if you go over an hour live, that sometimes you'll get booted.
Yeah, they want to make sure you're not just
Yeah,
doing
no,
games.
if you didn't pay attention when they had the puzzle piece drag across, even on, don't get me, they do it on desktop too. It's like, you're still there, right? It's like, I'm very clearly over here playing a game, but thank you for making me drag a puzzle piece across the screen to make sure I'm still awake.
Yep.
Make sure you're not a bot. Yeah.
Are you a bot?
Yeah.
No. Well, can you do this test anyway? Damn it. All right, so Kel.
Yep.
This is for Kel.
I will probably need it with what I have planned.
Lend a hand. All right.
Wait. Where is it? Where's the button?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm not here to get.
I've got to wait 2 minutes.
Yeah, but they're on timers.
They're on timers. So you, Alex, what have you come up with?
So, because I was able to see under, I know that neither cushion to my left or right is connected to this trap.
Right.
How much clearance is there between the floor and those claymores?
And the Claymore mine?
Yeah.
And you figure that because you're kneeling on it and you're kind of just leaning forward, you're putting a shit ton of weight on it, so it's probably at the lowest it's going to be. So the clearance between the claymores and the mine itself is no more than 2 inches.
How thick are these couch cushions?
They're about 6 inches thick.
Okay. Because what I want to try and do is thankfully the cushion will compress because all the grenades have complete slack on their strings right now too, right?
Yeah, they're just the strings went to the rope that was tied around your ankles.
I just want to double check.
Oh, and by the way, all the grenades underneath the thing, they're all like duct taped to the floor.
Okay, I can't figure.
Yeah.
Anyway, what I want to try and do is take one of the cushions and put that underneath, kind of like, because I know it's not going to do much in terms of like, no pun intended, cushioning the blow.
It'll do absolutely nothing, but
yeah. But what I'm hoping to do with this is use it to hopefully act as a way to stop like keeping pressure where it needs to be if I get off. Like using the cushion as a buffer of some kind.
Nope.
God damn it.
Because when you get off,
that's fair. It's still
the springs are going to go up. Even if you shove that thing in there, it's not going to stop the springs from going up.
Yeah. God.
That's why without help, this is a fucked up situation.
I mean,
because there's nothing I can do besides jumping off and killing myself at this point. Then, which I'm trying to avoid.
You could, real quick, is it a wire or a string going between?
It is a steel leader.
A steel leader going through that eye hook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I mean, if you could get, a steel leader. How thick are we talking?
It's like a fishing leader, so it's not
You
super
got fishing.
thick. I mean, you would still need like bolt cutters to cut it.
Without
Well,
having
I mean,
anything on
You need
me.
a very
Uh,
big pair
like
of
a-
snips.
Well, a wire, like standard wire cutters could do it too, but
Yeah.
also if it had enough slack, that kind of steel leader, if it's fishing line size, if you can get it and bend it, you can bend it back and forth until it snaps because it is steel. It will snap if you bend it, but I mean
Yeah.
you'd have to have enough slack to like pinch it.
And I'm pretty sure there wasn't enough slack for that,
Yeah,
right?
no, that's what I was. That was my only
Yeah.
thought there. Unless you could reach under and unhook it. If you could get your hand under to unhook the lead, that would do it too. But
Yeah, but then with how tight it is, as soon as I pull it, it's still going
If
to
you-
set it off.
yeah, if you
Yeah, the only other thing you can do is unhook the steel leader from that pin.
that would be and that would be it. And that's going to be. I mean, that's a tight situation. I mean, it depends on how far up under it is.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I mean, that's all that I can think of at this point too. So
Yeah.
how far up under is it?
It's remember what I described. The reason when you were
Mhm.
feeling it when you sat forward is because
Yeah, 'cause of my
it is
weight.
there's have you ever seen that side of the couch? There's a set of
Mhm.
zigzaggy back and forth springs, and those are like right up on the back of the couch, and they provide most of the support for the couch itself.
Yeah.
So the Claymore has been wedged up under the springs. Like they pulled one down, wedged the Claymore in there, pulled the other one down, wedged the Claymore back in there, and it's wedged underneath two of those springs.
Yeah.
So it is absolutely at the top of the bottom of the couch.
Is there any way for me to actually reach it from where it's at?
To reach it,
Yeah, like if I want to try to unhook it from the pin.
it would be a very weird situation.
Yeah, that's what I
have
figured.
you would have to put your arms underneath there, right?
Mhm.
And then you would have to grip with your arms, pushing down to make
Yep.
sure your knees stayed forced down enough to keep enough weight on that to
Yep.
stop it from getting enough slack to where it, or stop it going up to where it would pull the pin.
Yeah, I mean, I
You
mean,
have
at
to
this
reach-
point,
you have to reach high enough up as well.
yeah, that's what I thought. With nothing else in the room, there's not really anything else I can do unless someone happens to walk in on me. I can't think of anything else I can do. Because I got my bag and my gun on the island. That's 10 feet away, so there's no way I can reach that. Because even just shifting my weight a bit to possibly reach it if it was closer would trigger it. Same with the furniture. I can't put anything underneath it to try and help with the plate. Because by the time I shift, it would also set off. So I mean, yeah, I can't do anything unless
Oh,
Coco and
yeah.
unless someone happens to walk in on me, I'm kind of stuck.
Unless you can somehow untape all of the grenades, pull them, bring them up with you, set them on top of the couch, and then get off. That would be because
That'd be a lot
I-
of
weight,
grenades.
the weight.
I was just saying that would be a lot of weight in grenades.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, but also depending on how far back behind the couch they are, I still won't be able to get all of them.
Give me a wits and tech roll. Tech roll, not a wits and tech roll, but yeah, tech.
So just tech.
No, it's you use the entire dice pool, so it's.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's not two separate rolls, just one roll is
Yeah,
what you were
one roll,
asking.
yeah.
Okay.
yeah. If you're not careful, this will be a detonation of the dead.
That's 0 successes. Hold on, how many Lenahands did I get?
2.
1 so far.
One.
All right. Okay,
2.
so cool because thankfully I had 2 5s on my good dice. So that's 2 successes, no 1s on the stress.
Okay. There's only one thing you haven't tried. The front door is open. There's no more car traffic. There's no more plane noise.
Yeah,
Let's try yelling for help.
yeah, but I also don't know. Or that I didn't try because I couldn't remember how far this house was from the others.
It's only like 2 houses up from your house.
Oh, I thought it was further down.
Nope.
I thought we were on like the acid other part of the fucking
Nope.
complex.
Nope. It's on
How
the
far-
same street.
I'm gonna say, how far are we from?
You're currently at the top of the street,
Mm-hmm.
so you have just gotten through dicing poor
Mhm.
old Bill,
Yeah.
and so you're kind of still right there. I'm assuming that you don't want anyone to see your arms covered in blood, so you're
No, I'll be going out the back door and like rinsing myself in the pool real quick and getting that blood off of me. Yeah. Because it's like going to be on my arms primarily. Yeah.
But like I said, because there's no real ambient noise anymore in these towns, sounds will carry a long fucking way.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking. I thought we were further down, so with where everything was happening. Otherwise, I would have gone straight for that. Yeah, so I mean, at that point, I'm just going to start yelling, just help anybody.
So you're in the room. You're in the house that's all boarded up, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's the one you're in. So
no, I know, but I'm saying I couldn't remember where it was.
I thought it was further down the street too. But our house is also like 2 houses down from the main group, and then this is 3 houses down from there.
So it's halfway up the block, basically.
Halfway up the block. So we're pretty close. We're halfway down the block from
there.
Yeah.
I thought it was further away from the events happening. That was my misunderstanding.
That's okay. All right.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just yelling for help and however many languages I need to.
Gotcha. You two can make me scout rolls.
Okay. One success main, 1 success stress.
And 2 successes for Andy. So what happens at that point is you guys are kind of you're in the backyard rinsing your hands off. Andy, you would have gotten some blood on your hands too, so I'm assuming you're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
As you guys, you can hear Alex
from up the block.
You can hear someone hollering
mm-hmm.
from up the block, and it's coming from down the street.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't. You don't know exactly who's yelling, but it's going to attract attention.
Okay, so I'm gonna be like, okay, we gotta check that out. Let's go strip this guy of everything he has. We need to do that walkie, gun, anything else he has on him. Go away. So let's grab that real quick, and we are gonna go through the backyards. Go see what's going on here. Okay. And we're gonna don't want to run with the rifle.
You could always sling it over the shoulder.
Well, I don't want to have it with me because I shouldn't have his gun if anyone else sees me is the problem.
Got it. You can throw it. You can throw it in the pool.
Well, I want to keep the gun. I just don't want to okay, Andy, we're going to go through the backyards. We're going to go around the wall. Sound good? We're going to go through the backyards around the wall, and then we're going to go across the street. Sound good? Okay. So we're going to go out the back. We're going to go grab the walkie. What all does he have on him? I'm guessing a knife.
He doesn't have much
rifle
on him. Most of his stuff is in his bag back at the house.
Yeah, but
so he has a knife, the rifle. He has a pistol, which is just It's an actual revolver. It's like a police special. It's like a Saturday Night Special.
Okay.
And,
so I have 3 of those now.
Yep. and he has, they're common guns, dude.
Yeah, they're really common. Yeah, they are.
And so he has the knife, he has the walkie, he has the rifle, he has 3 extra magazines for the rifle.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about all he was carrying because he didn't want to carry a ton of crap.
Yeah, and no bag.
And he has like a bunch of granola bars and snack bars like in his pocket.
Does he have a bag on him at all?
Mm-mm.
No bag?
He left his bag back at the house.
Okay. Well, yeah, some people carry like a satchel when they're on, for water and stuff. So that's why I was wondering. Okay. I see the granola bars, and I see this, and I look at my satchel, and it's not enough room to carry all of this. Okay. Andy, you take this, and I hand you the revolver. Do you keep a bag on you whenever you're moving around? I gave you a small satchel that was like the pistol that I gave you with the magazines was in a tiny.
Yeah, no, definitely. Andy does keep a bag.
Okay. So I'm gonna rifle over my shoulder. I'm gonna hand you the extra 3 magazines. Gonna divvy out the granola bars. Take the walkie. I'm gonna I have my vest on, so I'm gonna put the walkie on my hip, and my vest is gonna cover it. And I'm gonna look at my watch. What time is it right now? About 10:45.
Yeah, you don't
give or take.
That much time
and that was magazines for the pistol, right? The 9mm. What was that magazine for?
Oh, the magazines were for the rifle.
For the assault
rifle. Yeah, just
the rifle. Okay.
I've got I keep a number of things in my bag. Actually, I'm going to take one back from you, so you have 2 extra when you get a rifle later. You're going to have 2 extra. I'm going to have 2 extra. because we're gonna get another rifle here in a minute.
Yeah.
And so I'm
he
gonna.
does, in one of his pockets, he does have more rounds for the revolver, but there it is loose in his pocket.
I'm just gonna flip them in your bag, drop them in, or actually put those in your pocket. Gonna hand those to you. And okay, we're gonna go out the back. We're gonna go back out to the back door. Make sure that door is closed, good and tight. Out the back door, and we are gonna up and over the fences going through the backyard.
And I do want to double check. You're leaving him in the bathroom.
Yes, we are leaving him in the bathroom, door closed. Yeah.
Got it. All right,
Yep.
so it's no problem going over the fences. Like
Yeah.
I said, this is, it's stuff from back in high school.
Yeah.
So you guys are moving down, you're going over the fences.
Okay, look, when I was in college at one point in time, I jumped over a fence and I rolled a 1, and my shorts got caught on the fence and it
What?
tore down the freaking middle and became a skirt.
Well, I will say,
So
I am lifting
don't
you up
say
and
it like
over.
that, Ray.
I'm lifting you up and over for each one. We're doing this quickly, but I'm lifting you up and over for each
Gotcha.
one.
Kel, what do you need?
I was gonna say I rolled a 1 jumping over a wall because my old high school was on a hill on one part of the building, and I normally jump over it no problem. Like because when you're standing on the school side, it's up to your knee. The other side, I can go like this on it.
Yeah.
Scrape my knee right across the top.
Ow.
And then because the nurses are gone for the day,
injury was like my parents had a 6-foot fence that I could easily
Vault
crawl over and get into the just fine. But I'm at a track meet for my ex's little brother, and I go to hop over the fence and get caught and ripped right down the middle in public.
By the way, Liz, your voice modulator's doing the thing again. So, so you guys are jumping over the fences, making good, running the street. As you're jumping over the fences, you go 2 or 3 houses down, and you can easily hear and recognize who it is. It sounds like it's right across the street.
As we're going through these houses, because they're not in that house. I know they're not in that house. Now I realize I'm figuring out Alex is. I'm still trying to see if I can figure out what house they're in. So as we're going through these backyards, I'm going to be because I haven't seen this side of the street yet. I'm going to do another scout roll real quick.
Right.
You want to join me in that, Andy? 2 sets of eyes are better than 1. 1 success on my main. So 1 success for me this time. I do have a 5 if anyone wants to throw me a
bone.
Throw me a bone.
I got you, fam.
Oh, Andy has no successes.
Actually, hold on. Before I name who it's for. Okay, I'm actually going to give it to Andy so they can at least have 1.
Okay.
All right,
So we both have a single success.
Yeah, you don't see any signs of anyone else.
Okay.
Odd or weird.
Okay. So
You're getting the general impression that Mina and the 2 people may have left the entire place.
Okay. That's where I'm coming to right now.
You guys hear me? There we go.
Yeah. Until we get to the main houses, I think she might have gone after the kids because that just seems like the next best thing. If she left Alex alone, there's a reason for that. And she said she's fine hurting. I'm thinking she's trying to get leverage is what I'm thinking, like additional leverage just in case. So I'm thinking she might go after kids. I don't know. I'm just, running through scenarios as I'm going.
Spitballing?
Yeah, just and I'm saying this out loud to you. And you do hear me as we're going. And I'm like, Zach, you fucking you hear me talking to someone that's not. You hear me talking to people who aren't there. I'm gonna get all these people. I'm gonna get every fucking one of them.
Andy kind of just takes it in stride, like, man, me too.
I am talking to Shelly and Tim as well. You hear me say their names, and almost like I'm having a borderline conversation with someone that's not there. But also ranting under my breath, just fuck Zach, god damn it, you bastard! How you fucking did this to all of us? And so by the time we get to the house across the street,
so what just happened is because Andy is selectively mute, we have Himiko and Butcher.
Yeah, currently, yeah, we have You do hear me calling people cunts quite a bit.
Fuck, that makes me Huey.
I slip into into a deep English accent for a second. Oi,
God.
oi, Andy, we're gonna kill these
So-
cunts.
You guys make it to.
We make it to the house across the street,
Yep.
and I'm gonna binoculars out, and I'm gonna take a look.
You look right down the hallway. You
Mhm.
see that Alex is laying on a couch that is
Mhm.
weirdly kind of centrally located. It's not like off to the side where the living room furniture normally is, or the den and the den furniture is on the other side.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like where he can see out the door.
Yeah.
And you see that the back door is also open. But you can't see Alex because the back of the couch is facing the door.
Okay, so I'm looking down the street to see if anyone else is running up. Is anyone else from the community running up?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. I'm gonna look down the street towards the cul-de-sac. Do I see any like movement or anything down there? Do I see anyone moving around? Do I see worried looks? Anything?
You see some people. Yeah, you see people coming outside. You see
Mhm.
what's her name and her husband coming outside.
Mhm.
You see Gus.
Mm-hmm.
And Gus is kind of like he's looking around. He runs over to Juan and his wife, and he's like, you see them putting their heads together and talking about something. You are pretty much just like you see all that happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming you're making for the.
I am moving towards it, and I go, "Everybody, hold off! I don't know what's going on." I give kind of a motion of
Wave them off.
Of like, hold on,
Yeah.
we'll tell you like 1 second, I'll let you know what's up, kind of thing.
You go up the steps.
Mm-hmm.
You
And I
look
am.
into the house.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
not
gonna-
saying you go in. I'm saying you're looking.
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
house, so.
Yeah.
You can see, actually, Alex, you can see Joshua coming up to the door of the open door of the house. You have to sit up on the couch to see it, but you can see it if you're looking over the couch.
Yeah. As soon as I see Josh coming to the door, first I'm gonna say, wait, look before you enter, because I have no idea if they booby trapped any other part of the place.
I stop dead at the doorway, and I'm gonna like look down for a wire, like what I saw earlier today. I'm gonna look for a wire. I'm gonna scan everything, and then I'm gonna look at the couch, because if he's saying that there's something wrong, do I see the pile of grenades underneath the couch?
Nope.
No, the flaps.
It's got a flap. Yeah, it's got a
Okay.
mask on it.
And I go, what do you mean? What am I looking for?
Let's just say I got a good, was it between the grenades and the claymores, like 30 pounds of explosives underneath me?
Probably close to that.
Grenades.
Yeah.
The Claymore
pounds.
weighs 10 pounds by itself.
And grenades are about 2 to 3 pounds a piece, depending on the age and style of grenade. But
And there was like 30 of them.
Oh, so no, that's more like 70 pounds of explosives.
no, 100 pounds of
100.
explosives.
Yeah,
Yeah, probably 100 pounds of explosives.
wrong math. Anyway,
Okay.
so I'm like, I'm saying there's a shit ton of explosives underneath me. I have no idea if there's any other places booby trapped here.
Okay. Scout roll, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
To
Andy, are you coming with him? So he's up the stairs and he's looking in the doorway. He's kind of like looking around. You can see him checking around.
one success. That's it.
Gotcha. You don't see any tripwires or anything like that.
Again, do have a 5, but additional 5 if anyone wants to throw it to me. Just I don't think I need it, but I'm just saying.
Are you going in the room now?
I'm stepping in. Yeah.
You step
Stepping in
in.
the room. Mhm.
There doesn't seem to be anything odd
Okay,
about the
here's-
entryway.
Actually, I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to hold on to that plus
Okay.
1
Okay.
for my next roll.
Yeah, there doesn't seem anything odd in the entryway. I mean, I gave you the scout all the way to the couch, basically.
Okay. Okay.
Andy, as you are going in, starting to follow him in, just as you like pass the threshold, you hear a very high-pitched scream from down the street towards the cul-de-sac. And the only reason you're not hearing it, Joshua, is because you're totally concentrating on what you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
and it is like, it's super high pitched, but it's way down the block, and The pair of lungs that are doing it are not big. Andy, by the way, you're muted.
The fucking kids. Josh,
Yeah,
they're going after the kids.
go. Take care of it. I'll be there in 5
He's
minutes.
gonna take off running down the street.
You
towards the
start
kids.
hearing you hear some adult voices raised and yelling, and then you hear you hear a man like yelling out in pain. You don't hear gunshots or anything like that.
I hand you, before you go, I go, and I hold the bread out for you. Go. Because I'm guessing once she pulls me out of it, or they pull me out of it, I can hear that.
Yep.
Quiet.
And
Stay out of sight.
Also, you see the other brother. I can't remember what his name right now, but
Frank.
You see, Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Frank running from where he was at your house,
Yeah.
running across the street towards the couple's house where where all the kids were at. He's running across the street like pell-mell, running across the cul-de-sac that way.
Yeah. Okay.
He's got his rifle in his hands and he's running.
Cool.
Right. So Annie, and you're booking it down the street. You're gonna be there in a few moments.
Oh yeah.
So back to you. What are you doing?
I am walking up to it. I'm lifting that skirt ever so carefully. I'm looking and seeing what I find. I see what he saw. And I'm looking. Okay, stay very,
Now that you're
very
looking at
still.
It is a barbed fishing hook that that's into the mattress. Well, it's a fishing hook. You know it's probably barbed. And it's not, it hasn't come through again. It's just been stabbed in. So that means that barb is going to hook on anything if you try and pull it back. If you try and push it forward, you're going to put more tension on it.
Okay. So I'm going to go, it's just the metal fucking wire. And I look, seeing this and having literally diffused one earlier today, can I tell if I just cut this wire, I'm good. If it just gets cut, I'm good.
It should be.
Can I roll a tech roll to be for sure?
Yes, absolutely.
And will this roll into me actually doing it? Because I pull out my little pair of wire cutters. I have my pair of wire cutters in my little tool pouch.
Yeah, if put it this way, if you get at least 2 successes, you'll know and you can just cut it.
Okay. That is a 6 and a 5 on my main, and a 2 on my other. That's 2 successes with my +1.
Gotcha. All right, so yeah, you cut the wire. The claymore is just sitting there. The wire goes completely slack. There's no the claymore. The pin is just sitting there, still in place. And so it's just basically shoved up in there in the springs. The grenades are all still taped to the floor.
I'm gonna literally just knife out. I'm gonna cut free about 6 of them.
Okay.
And set them to the side.
All right. I need you to make me a.
I'm gonna cut the the twine that's holding them all tight. I'm just gonna slice through that, come off the twine, and I'm just gonna,
So
take off the tape basically.
Gotcha. So you do that. I need you to make me a spot roll, but you must get at least 3 successes.
While Coco's rolling that, just out of curiosity for when we gather, was I able to hear the screaming?
I will take help with this. Anyone can help me.
And you were able to hear the screaming too.
Okay, just want to double check so that way as soon as we get through this. But I'm still frozen on the couch because Alex hasn't heard Jack yet.
I'm gonna and I tell you the claymore is disarmed. I'm gonna actually use my other dice for this because I'm stressed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. At that point, I'm definitely going to get up and just kind of do the whole woo stop it from Bad Boys.
How many?
1 success. So I'm rolling them one at a time because I'm stressed.
Got it.
2 successes. Oh God, I love these fucking dice. Two successes and a 5, and now my stress.
You got the 3?
Yep.
All right. So
yeah.
you you cut the little it's fishing wire. You cut the fishing wire that went up that had it tied to the rope. And you grab the grenade and you start peeling it off, right? As you're peeling it off, just for 1 second, you feel this weird resistance, and you see the little eye thing that's hanging down, just turning and rotating in the opposite direction of the grenade as you're pulling it out. And then you look, and there's another piece of fishing line that's connected to the fishing line is taped to the ground, and it's on the pin. So if you had just pulled this thing off the ground, it would have set off the grenade.
Set off a grenade. God, and I go. Oh.
Hearing.
They are smart. They are so smart. And I'm just gonna take my knife into each grenade. I'm just doing let's say 8 grenades. I'm just gonna take and I'm just gonna cut each one carefully. Take 8 of the grenades. I think you can get up, but get up slowly. And I'm watching the claymore. I'm not gonna survive it, but I just want to see it coming.
You're checking the grenades. As you're checking the grenades, you get through the 8 of them. You find out that almost all the grenades under here are fake.
Cool. I'm gonna start just checking out as many as I can.
Yeah.
It's all shot
out of the roughly 30 grenades down there, there is 6 of them that are real.
Okay.
Now they're all right underneath where the mine was.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
If they weren't, I was gonna be toast.
I'm gonna take 3 of those, and I'm gonna go set them over here. I'm gonna take. How long was that fishing twine?
It was
the one that was connected to
2.5,
4 feet. Well,
and there's 30 of them.
Well, I don't even need that. I have 40 something feet of string on me. I'm gonna tie that to the claymore. Grab you, and I see his shit. Grab your shit, and we're gonna go to the back door.
So you run over to grab your rifle and your bag. As you grab your rifle, it falls apart.
Of course.
I hand you mine. I hand you the rifle that I have.
As you look at the rifle, because your eyes, you field strip this thing so many times, back and forth. As you just look at all the parts kind of laying on the counter, the firing pin is gone.
I hand you the rifle that I just took from Bill.
What kind of rifle was that, by the way?
It's an AR-15. Is his scope and shit still on his rifle?
Yep.
Yeah, I can
you're just gonna untwist, retwist. Okay, put your foregrip back on.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm gonna run the string out the back door. Okay, get ready. We're going to cul-de-sac right now.
Wait,
Andy, you sprinted down the street to the cul-de-sac. Frank runs because he's closer. He runs in the door. The doors were left open once again because breeze and everything like that. You run. Frank is in the backyard. God, what was the nurse's name?
Erin.
Erin is got 2 of the kids, and she's holding them to, and she's kind of kneeling down in the backyard, and she's holding them, rocking back and forth. You notice that the littlest one is missing. You see Juan, and he is holding a crossbow bolt that's in his shoulder. And Juan's he's holding like that, but with that same arm, he's kind of almost gripping Frank, and he's like, "Go! They just went over the wall. Go!"
I have a walkie on me now, by the way, Andy. I have a walkie, and they have a walkie. So just as a note, so as we're going,
Andy's going to radio to Josh.
I've already switched to channel 25 on mine, by the way, because we're getting so close to the time. I just switched over to 25.
Switch over to 25. All right.
Yeah.
Did you communicate that with Andy?
No,
I think I will.
It's not directly 11 yet. So Andy, when you go to pick up the walkie, you just hear the crackle, and it's like, okay, and it's Mina. Everything should have happened by now, and either some of you are dead. I didn't hear an explosion, so that didn't happen. But so you must have gotten your guy out of the house, and by now, the kids, hopefully all of them, but if not at least a couple, have been taken. Okay? Even if the guys just did it, which means it took them way longer than I fucking told them to, but even if the guys just did it, they will shoot the kids if you even take pot shots at them once they're over the wall. That's their orders. And then they'll run. She says, but they're not there to kill the kids. Yes. You're the only one who's hearing this, Andy, because you had to walk you up. Well, everyone else around you is hearing it.
Andy goes, so how are the snack cakes?
She's like, what? I'm not there.
Well, you missed out.
She's like, I took the guys that I needed to take, the only two who are fucking competent, and I had them get the kids. She says, I am taking care of something else. I was just getting some more security for us. Hopefully no one got killed. I told them not to kill anyone if they didn't have to.
Real quick, you know what I'm about to do. Would you say with this time frame, that's about the time that they would hear the... Because I'm setting off the claymore.
Yeah,
Once we're out, I would say about with the timing here. This is about like her getting to there and me doing this. That's about the time it should be happening. All
right. So, Kel, what were you gonna say, Kel?
Well, I was gonna say before John, when he was saying like when Josh was telling Alex, you know, it's like, hey, get ready. That's gonna be like seeing the string. Like, what are you about to do?
And I'm gonna go putting on a show, and get like we're around the back of the house, and I'm just yanking.
So there is a very loud explosion from up the street. So you guys in the backyard, but you can see the smoke going up. And you even see some debris flying through the air over the houses. Mm-hmm. And you hear Mina on the walkie go, "Oops, sorry. I guess someone did die." She says, "That sucks. We didn't want to lose anybody if we could too." What?
We are sprinting. I said we are sprinting. Like it is pull and run. Yeah.
So, here's the deal. The guys have the kids. They're going to take them to one of our safe houses off-site. I wanted to make sure that we had you plenty good enough distracted with the other things going on that it wouldn't be an issue. She says, the kids are security. You guys behave. No one hurts anybody. No one gets killed. Everything's good. Click the button once if you understand what I'm saying.
Understood.
He says, so, you guys just fucking mind your manners and be cool. And when I get back, we'll go ahead and see what comes next. I may be coming back with good news. So, I just didn't want to leave that situation with no one I really trusted to handle things.
Entirely valid.
Yes. I'm sorry about whoever got blown the fuck up. I hope it wasn't, you know, the cool guy who was pretty smart. And other than that...
You mean Josh?
Yeah, that guy. I can never remember people's names unless I kill them.
I'm going to need you to make sure that you tell me that exact phrasing later.
Actually, you're running through the house. You're coming into the backyard because you were sprinting.
Yeah, we were sprinting straight down the we went around the front, straight down the street. Yeah. So do I catch that?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm not saying anything. Not saying anything. I'm switching back over to the channel and I'm listening.
And you hear.
I just go. Shh. I just go. Shh.
You hear Mina say, "So, I'm going to be back tomorrow. So just keep on doing what you're doing. Don't do anything stupid. And we will hopefully, like I said, we will have some good news for you tomorrow.
And I look at you and I say, tell her you understand. You're going to check out the house. You'll let her know who died.
I understand. I'm gonna go check out the house and let you know who died.
He's like, let the other guys there know I'm going to be out of radio communication for at least a couple hours.
Call her back in 5 minutes. It won't take.
Call you back in 5.
All right. I will give you 5 minutes, but then I'm turning the radio off.
Okay. Just wait 5 minutes, or give it 3 minutes. Because you should be worried to some extent. You know who is in there. Give it 3 minutes, radio her. Gus, Frank, get in the cars. Everyone else is eating the Twinkies. They'll be down in a matter of minutes. We'll go take care of them. They'll be dead. She won't know that. Gus and Frank, right now, do you two know how to track?
Gus and Frank, they're looking at me like they look like they're hurt.
I'm reiterating. Okay. Did you see which direction they went?
And Gus is like they went over the wall. Gus is like, oh yeah. Frank is like, I didn't see anything. Gus is like, they move straight across. He's like, they're heading for the other side of the bridge. Not the other side of the bridge, but the other side of the highway.
Okay, look, I need you to, you know this area a little bit. I need you to take as best route you can. High vantage points. Don't fucking care. Don't take a shot. Don't get seen. Keep track of them. Take the radio, switch to channel 25 right now. You are to track them and let me know where they're at as soon as you can. I will be heading that way.
He says they are intentionally making noise and there are walkers following them.
Stay out of the...
He's like, we're going to have to track them from decent distance away.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Give me 2 minutes. This is going to be gross, but you're going to get a quick lesson real fast. If they're making noise and going, we can... sorry, text message from an old boss. Give me 2 minutes. We're making a plan. You're going to follow them. Follow them as close as you can. Give me regular updates as to where you see them. If they're making noise, you know where they are. Just give me updates of where they're at. We will catch up to them quickly. And Phil's still here because Phil hasn't left yet. Mm-mm. Phil, you're still going to get your truck. Go get your truck right now.
Phil's like,
get over that. No.
Yeah, no, yeah. They've dragged a bunch of them away. I can get it, no problem now.
Yeah, go get the truck right now.
He's like, it's going to make a fuck ton of noise. I can't do anything about that.
That's what I want.
All right.
Phil, take the other radio. We're about to have more. So, Aaron, give Phil your radio. Gus, keep yours. I'm on channel 25. Or we're going to be on... Yeah, Andy, you get the... Y'all know what the fuck to do. Everyone has a radio. Have a radio. Phil, you have a radio. Gus, you have a radio. Phil, you keep track of where Gus and Frank are going. I will catch up to you as quickly as I can. I want you to make noise because I want you to make it... They don't know you have a truck. You're just a random truck driving. They haven't seen you either because you were in the house. You're gonna keep a few streets away from them and make noise. You're trying to disperse the walkers they have.
And Gus kind of like he's over and he jumps up on the wooden fence and is using that to get up to the top of the wall. Mm-hmm. And he says, he kind of looks back at you. He says, they've already gone up the street. I can't even make them out. He's like, I gotta go.
Go right now, Frank. Go with him.
Frank is like, all right.
Okay.
Gus goes over
do they have their rifles?
Yeah.
Okay. Good. I throw them. Hey, real quick, Andy, mags. I give them both an extra mag. Mm-hmm.
Go. Andy takes the mags and goes, so who am I telling her that we died?
Me. You telling her that me and Alex died. That's right about the right time. And sound
both of you?
up. Yeah. Yes. Say we're both dead. Some kind of explosion went off and we both died. Sound
Okay
upset.
then.
Sound upset if you can. No
You
tears. That
punch
would
me?
seem off. Clench your jaw.
What'd you say, Andy?
Can I punch? Can I punch them?
Eddie asked Coco if they could punch
Oh,
them real
Gotcha.
quick.
All right.
And I said, clench your jaw. And
Yeah, she
just
gives-
making sure that I don't
and it
dislocate
gives
your
you a
jaw or
pop.
some shit.
I'm
I
assuming
gave
you're
it-
not trying to give her like a level of damage.
No, I'm just doing enough that it's gonna hurt. Like
Yeah.
it's gonna
Just
suck.
enough to
Yeah.
like bring like tears to Andy's eye,
Yep.
essentially.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's a slap. That doesn't have to be a punch.
Okay, yeah, I just full on. I mean, I slap you hard enough that
I mean-
like it moves you.
Friday night sissy fight it.
Oh no, this is a full
Oh, no.
haymaker
Have you ever
slap.
seen those stupid ass tough man slapping contests where they knock each other unconscious?
I've
Mhm.
knocked people over with a slap before.
Yeah. So yeah.
Someone that is the size of Andy, I've knocked over with a slap before.
So yeah, you definitely it
Yeah.
stings. You're tearing up, everything like that. Your jaw is a little sore.
Yeah, Andy gets on.
Be sad but no weakness.
We have no weakness.
They're both gone.
And she says, "Okay, but who are both?" I'm assuming the guy on the couch is dead.
Yes,
Okay.
Alex.
Yeah.
And
He was a nice guy. I like talking to him. But who else went with him?
Josh.
Was he the smart guy? Fuck. See, now that I've killed him, I'm gonna remember his name forever. But that's sad. All right. Well, you've told me who's dead. The building blew up. Things are bad. It's gonna be okay. I've got to go because I've got things I have to do. All right.
All right.
All right. Turning off my radio. I won't be back in contact until tomorrow morning.
Good.
And then you hear, then the ghost dead. Yes, Cal.
Andy does a quick happy dance.
Yeah, I was gonna say once the radio is off, I'm gonna turn to Josh and just go, okay, so what do you have planned for us dead guys?
The three of us are going to the stash house right fucking now. There's only 3 of them left over there, right? 3?
Mm-hmm.
There's only 3 left over there. Bill's dead in another house. He'll turn, but we'll go put him down. I was hoping to use him as a weapon. And about now, if they're all as greedy as fucking Bill was, they probably ate some snack cakes. Actually, we were on the same station as them, right?
Yep, it was 11.
So Andy, you're going to go over there. You're going to be calm. You're going to be collected. We're going to be following we're going to head that direction. We're going to stay out of sight, clearly. Actually, you and me, we're going to go into the house across the street from them. And we're going to watch. Andy, you need to go see if they look like they've all eaten. And you're going to question if the other 2 did as well. As best you can. Okay.
And when you mention snack cakes, Alex just has this confused look like, what are you talking
Oh, I poisoned a bunch
Andy
of
is
snack
going to
cakes
pull
and they
a-
ate them. Yeah, I poisoned a bunch of snack cakes and gave them to him, and these greedy motherfuckers chowed down. Bill was literally dying from losing his own bowels. I said this.
Didn't need that imaging, but please tell me you at least saved me a snack cake.
Oh, we have a ton
Andy
more. We have
pulls out
ton
a
more.
snack cake, pulls one of the Swiss rolls out for themselves, and hands the other Swiss roll to Alex, while like chipmunking it, numbing it.
Yeah, well, seeing you actually eating yours, he's definitely gonna take. Because
Oh, we got a shit ton more over at Zach's house. You're set, man. We have more than we could eat in the next 2 months, probably, safely. But actually, Andy, head that direction. We'll watch from across the street, and let's just go. Binoculars up, looking into that front door, trying to see if I can see them in there. If I can say, or actually heading up to one of the houses through a back door, like going up to the top through an attic. I'm looking down to see if I see the other 3 people.
You do
Right.
not see
Oh.
anyone outside of the house.
Okay. Going down to the bottom floor, looking through the window with the binoculars, do I see them inside the house?
You see, you see, what's his name, with the clipboard, and he is.
Okay.
He looks like he's still like counting stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but he keeps on like wiping his forehead
Good.
over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see any sign of Diego or Tyler though.
Okay. Okay, Andy. Go check on him.
Andy's.
Can I roll a stealth check to like move around and down so I'm coming up to the back door of that house and not being seen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, go. Or is that Andy?
So quick question, because I don't, because I know we said it was AR. Did Bill's rifle happen to have a suppressor on it?
No.
No, we're not going to be able to take shit. That's why we're having to go up. We're having to go up in there. Oh, I do take the Beretta back from Andy.
Yeah, well, I just figured to ask because you never know. The Reclaim may have that stuff when they're out and about
Yeah.
too.
Oh, and
So-
I hand you Bill's knife as well. Because I have mine. I don't need another one.
Yeah.
And my stealth is, and if you're going to stealth up with me, because we're both dead.
Oh yeah, no, I was going to.
Yeah, I figured.
They got better.
Jesus Christ, these guys are gonna fucking die horribly.
Uh-huh. Well, they're about to die a lot faster.
I'm just reading the fucking symptoms in a human being, and it's terrible.
So,
Hey,
Ten dice.
anyone want to give me a Linda hand? It'll be 4 successes already
fuck.
before my stress.
Let's see. Thankfully, I succeeded, but on 10 dice, I had 1 success.
Do you have any 5s?
I have 3 successes and a 5.
What
And
the
got-
hell?
Oh, I got 1, but I mean, either way, it was still 1 success. I should be good.
You're
I just
rolling
found funny
all your
though.
stress dice too. Jesus Christ! All right, so what's gonna
10
happen?
dice. I
Hell,
got 5
I'll take
stress
that
dice.
you got 2
There, take
successes.
that one.
I
Fine,
have
2
3.
successes.
I have 3.
Look, I've
Five
still got
successes.
13,500 fucking points. Take the help.
Yeah. I got 10k.
I have 8.
I had a lot more, but then I used Bless on all the enemies for one of Ray's games.
Look, this is with me spending it on making people like self-care.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do something for Lissa here. How do I?
How do you what?
I'm trying to give them. Why can't I? Oh, is everything on a 2-minute timer? I'm trying to do a save that
Pretty
one in
much.
particular.
Yeah,
But it's
most
not
things are
letting
on
you do
2-minute
it.
timers.
Okay, so when one's given, you can't do the others.
No. It should be. They should be separately.
It won't let me do it.
It must be
I
on the
don't know
same timer
why.
then. I thought I set up for separately though.
No. What might be the case is behind the scenes in the
Streamlabs.
mod view,
Mhm.
it's probably been redeemed too many times, and we need to clear the cache.
I've already cleared the cache. I've already cleared the cache.
Okay.
No, say that one particular doesn't have a timer. I can redeem it right now if I wanted to for 3,000.
Well, I'm trying to redeem it and it won't let me do it.
Huh.
I don't know why. I have.
Did
plenty.
you redeem
What-
something recently, Coke?
No, you have. So what you have to do is you have to say what it is. Give one player the effector of the blessed
Oh yeah,
spell for the
yeah.
next
You have
roll.
yeah.
So you have to
You-
type in who it is that you're giving it to in
As
order
part of the
to
redemption.
let it do it.
Oh.
Yeah. I thought
That's
it wasn't even
what's
giving you. I thought it wasn't even giving you that box.
Gotcha.
That's my mistake. Yeah.
Gotcha. There you go. So you have a success. You have 1 success on whatever roll you make next. At least
Awesome.
one.
All right. So what's going on?
Andy's going to casually walk up to these guys with a snack cake still in their mouth. Done.
Looking a little upset
Yeah.
because we both just died.
So as you're walking up the steps, the guy like looks over at you as you're coming in the door, and he kind of like he's sweating profusely. He's green around the gills. He is literally standing there, but he's kind of weaving in place, swaying in place, you know? And he's like, and he looks like he's having trouble seeing you. And he's like, "Oh, what the fuck you want?" He says, "What?
We're coming around to the back door."
Did you say something?
I was trying to find some busy work.
I don't. He's just looking around. You come in the back door.
Mm-hmm.
The back door's open too. Breeze. Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah. And Diego is laying on the kitchen floor, and he has one of those bottles of water that's just pouring out. And he is literally, there's foam in his mouth, and his body is just quaking and rocking.
I'm gonna guess I don't need to roll. I'm just gonna walk up, grab him by the hair,
Yeah.
and just slide him across the fucking floor. Do I see the other one?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Tyler,
Do I hear any sound? Do I hear any sounds coming from a bathroom or something?
No. But
No?
you do hear sounds coming from upstairs.
Cool. I'm gonna walk up behind him. You want me to roll because he seems a little more coherent? No.
He literally, in some of the symptoms, he's experiencing hallucinations. He's nauseous. He is basically, they can be coup de grace. They're fucked.
I'm gonna turn him around, and I'm gonna look him in the fucking face.
Mm-hmm. He's like squinting at you, and he's like, "Hey." He's like, yeah,
Oh.
He looks at you and goes, "Are you mad?"
Oh, not anymore. And I'm just gonna in his stomach, and I'm gonna slowly drag it up.
You see it. You stab him in the stomach, and you see that there's a shock look on his face, but no real pain. And he looks down, and he's like, "Oh, no, stop! That's bad."
No, it's not. And I'm just gonna push him over, and I'm gonna.
He stops down. And
I'm gonna take the knife. I'm gonna take his knife off of him. I'm gonna walk upstairs. I'm gonna go, Tyler.
You
just listen.
You hear a voice say, "Huh?
Oh, hey, Tyler. You remember me?
Tired. I'm sleepy."
Oh, that sucks. And I'm gonna find what room he's in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
he's
close the
kinda
door.
He didn't even get his. He tried. You can say he kicked one of his boots off, but the other boot's still on. His pants are unbuckled and half, almost down to his knees. His shirt's halfway over his head, and he's just laying in a bed like this. And it seems like
he's too hot. I'm gonna walk in and close the door, and we're not gonna say what happens here. I'm gonna stop doing that for this episode. Y'all are just gonna hear some frustrated because shit has gone wrong, and I am furious, and y'all are just gonna kind of hear a squelching, I don't he's dead, but y'all hear more happening, and I'm just gonna walk out. I'm gonna walk out with his shit in my hands, and I'm just gonna go casually take all of their stuff. Did you knock the guy with the
clipboard down or anything?
I stabbed him, I pushed him, and I knocked him over.
Oh, when you push him, he just kind of stumbles. As you push him back, because the way you did the wound, all of his guts start pouring out. And he starts trying to grab them, and he's putting them back in, and he's going, "This is not good. This is not good. Not."
I just, as I come down with Tyler's shit in my, because I'm not up there long, but I come down with Tyler's shit in my hands. I look over to him, and I grab his gun, and I grab whatever he has on him, and I just kind of start handing it to you two. And then I'm gonna look down at him, and I'm just gonna.
He's getting paler and paler as the blood is pooling on the floor around him.
He's suffered long enough. I just threw the jaw and back out. And Tyler, I did the same, and I walk up to Diego, and I just threw the back of the head. And I wipe my knife off on their shirt, wipe my hands off on Diego's shirt. And I hand y'all their guns, their shit, whatever they had. All the ammunition is down here, right?
Yes, everything's been moved downstairs.
Cool. I'm gonna start looking. Y'all, one of you go grab a vehicle. Go make sure Aaron and Juan are okay. Actually, I'll go tell them we're getting the kids. Get people over here and start packing this shit up. We're leaving. Get the semi and pack this shit up.
All right.
And I'm gonna head to Juan and Aaron.
Gotcha. So you guys are basically gathering gear, getting the last of the supplies and everything like that, and you're leaving.
That's what we're gonna. Yep.
All right.
Oh, I've got a couple of things to set up before we leave, but we're leaving.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna call it a night right here. This is a great spot for it.
What I was trying to get to.
Which is why I'm making note in the VTT that I have to save that one in particular.
There you go. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us. This is a Walking Dead game, so if you need to be warned, you probably shouldn't be here. If you don't know, The Walking Dead is a very dark horror RPG, and it is from a very dark horror comic book series and a very dark TV show. So if you cannot take stuff like body horror and stuff like that, then we absolutely understand. This is only played every other Friday. So, most Fridays we'll be playing, the other Fridays we'll be playing Cyberpunk Red, which is a dark cyberpunky game which also has body horror, and I don't know how, but my other crew is just as gruesome as you guys are.
I know how. It's cyberpunk. It's just as gruesome as The Walking Dead, if not more so. Like, Jesus Christ, some of the biotic shit, like,
and there's
cyber psychosis? Holy shit.
There's even less humanity in it.
Again, with cyber psychosis and shit added in? Holy, no. There's a next level fucking psychosis and bullshit, going on in that.
So what I'm trying to get at is Friday nights can be kind of a rough. But on Tuesdays, we play our World of Darkness multi-splat game called Emerald Sanctums, and on Wednesdays we play Kingdoms of Mist, which is our 5e D&D game. Those may be more to your liking. And on Saturdays,
for anyone who was upset by that scenario, I do apologize, but it is what it is.
And also, I'm going to set a little thing for our cast. If you know you're going to do something horrible, make sure you type !adult into the chat, so the adult disclaimer will pop up before you commit your horrors.
Sorry.
That's okay. I didn't tell you
before.
Didn't
know that was an option. Yeah,
I didn't tell you before. So, but what we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to say good night to everyone who is not in our Twitch stream, because on our other social medias, we're going to go ahead and shut down, let you guys go get some rest. We're going to get some rest ourselves. But on Twitch, we're going to go and we're going to raid another stream. That means we're going to take our audience, we're going to jump into their audience, we're going to say hi to them. If you have not followed them, we ask that you give them a follow, because all of us are content creators. We would do this no matter what. It is our passion. It's what we do for a hobby. It's what we love. But if we find someone who takes that little bit of effort to give us that like or follow, it is a boost to our egos that you cannot even begin to understand, and it makes us feel that much better about the sacrifices we make to create this content. So if you guys would do that for these people, we would love that. Also, let me tell these wonderful people who are playing this game, tell you where you can find them on the mighty interwebs. We will start with Kel.
Hey y'all, I'm Kel, and also the Celtic Wyvern King. Obviously, you can find me every other Friday here for the Walking Dead campaign Jazz Funeral. Opposite Fridays, you can find me on my own channel, same name as what I just said there, for my Stargate 5e campaign. On Mondays, you can find me for either Windrise of Arya, which is a brand new it's a campaign using a brand new TTRPG called Surge. On the opposite Mondays, you can find me on the same channel for Leia Origins, which is a 5e campaign set in Will's homebrew universe of Leia. Every other Wednesday, you can find me for a short shot campaign called Roguelite, which is literally what it sounds, a roguelite in D&D. Once that is over, I'll be starting 2 new campaigns on my channel on opposite weeks. One is Surge campaign, the other one a Theros 5e campaign. And then there's going to be another game waiting for the full cast to get announced before I can say I'm part of that. But yeah, so you can find me everywhere.
All right, excellent. So let's go over to Geek Girl Lissa. Lissa, where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
Hi, you can find me on all the places as Geek Girl Lissa. I am starting apparently to crash. Like, so my brain is
going to bye-byes.
Yeah, guys, like, find me on the places.
Yep.
There's the link tree there.
And if you go to find her in the places and they have light green hair, just know it's the same person. And finally, we have Coco. Coco, where can people find you on the mighty interwebs?
You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter as _hipster_GM, where you can catch me talking about TTRPGs and whatnot. Not a lot of real, I'm still going to be doing my Walking Dead breakdown of how to play the game and world building, character building and stuff. Just haven't had on the vacation when I meant to shoot a few of those. I did not have the time, so I'm working on it.
Absolutely. Excellent. All right. Thank you very much, guys. And you can find Dinner and a Games links in our link tree, which is also in chat right now. Like I said, give these people a follow if you can. It is the greatest boon we can get out of anybody. If you want to support Dinner and a Game, you can subscribe on any of our social medias. Twitch is our main go-to, though. It's also the most interactive we have. It's the most interactive chat and everything like that, because it has more tools for that, because it's literally designed for this type of live streaming. If you want to support us anywhere else, we accept any type of support you can give us, folks. Also, we have some incredible merch, like the shirt that I'm currently wearing that says, I didn't ask how big the room is, I said I cast Fireball. And then it has a bunch of D6s at the bottom. It says 8D6. So, but if you want shirts like that, you can go check out our merch store. All the merch is wonderful. We have the designs from Red Queen Hales, and most of it is either very, very popular memes or things that are said in game. Such as, intelligence is a dump stat, which is the motto of our Wednesday night crew. That's another shirt that's available on there. And if you want to, you can also go to Many Worlds Taverns. As you guys may have seen on break, we are affiliates of Many Worlds Taverns. If you use the link that's in chat right now to go to Many Worlds Taverns, you will get 10% off your order. And if you use the discount code or the link when you're shopping at Many Worlds Taverns, Dinner and a Game, we will get 10% of the orders to us as a tip for helping them get more customers. They're amazing teas and coffees, and we really, really enjoy them. They're like the only teas and coffees we have in the house now. So if you guys want to try some amazing stuff sourced ethically and from an amazing company, go ahead and give them a shot and use our links so you can also get those discounts. If you don't see the discounts coming up, that's because they mainly come out only in our Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook channels. Because of the structures, we cannot stream this stuff to TikTok or Instagram or anything like that because they don't allow us to do the active chats to them, and X is stupid. So, but if you guys want to do any other things to help us out, do what you can to give us a follow, and like I said, give these people a follow. And what we're going to do now, like I said, is we're going to go ahead and raid someone else. Did you need to say something, Coco? Okay, I thought you held your hand up. We're going to go raid into someone else. What we want to tell you one last thing, please do what you can to take care of yourselves. Almost all of us went to Gen Con last year. Almost all of us got COVID. It's a thing. It's around now. It's the new con crud. But we need you to make sure that you social distance when you can, wear a mask when you can, and take care of yourselves as best you can, because we need you to have all your spell slots available so you can either catch our content, which we would love, or catch any other creators' contents, because creators are becoming one of the biggest sources that you can find for actual entertainment and news now. So if you guys want to support them, do what you can to do that. Give them follows, give them likes, give them views. That's the best thing you can do for all of us smaller creators. And we hope that you guys have a great, great night. At Dinner Game, we always save you a seat at the table. Now we're going to take that table. We're going to go to someone else's channel, and we hope the rest of you have a wonderful evening. Good night, guys.
Bye-bye.
Across the table from you once a week, a month, or like every 6 months, depending on people's schedules. So the clickety-clack of dice in our crew keep me warm inside before we smack down an evil cold just to get a level. And we forget how to play. But not us, no. We laugh due to a dad joke or innuendo. Probably it's how every adventure that we create is our own cinematic universe, and it ties us together, and we will never forget. Oh, 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 oh. We roll. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We rolled a critical hit to the heart. We will never, never, ever forget. 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 Oh, 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 oh. We roll. Oh, 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 oh. And oh, 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 oh. Yeah, we roll. We roll. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. Yeah, we rolled. We rolled. A critical hit to the heart.
Dinner and a Game and Many Worlds Taverns have partnered together to bring incredible teas and coffees to the Dagger family. And now you can get 10% off of your orders when you use the promotional code Dinner and a Game, all one word, no spaces, at checkout. And if you use our link, manyworldstavern.com/dinner and a game, we get a little bit back from Many Worlds Taverns as well. Support excellent products from an incredible small business and help support Dinner and a Game at the same time. And always remember, at Dinner and a Game, we always save you a seat at the table.